Hey, how you guys doing, man? It's Joe D, and welcome to Share a Beer Show 585. I like it. 585. It's like the last of our F numbers for a while. I have a big reveal. I didn't even tell anybody on the show in the pre-show this sort of reveal, but of course I had to reveal this mug. This is my latest mug, beer mug. Got the football shape and stuff. My mama gave it to me, so yeah, everybody likes it.
Yeah. Mom approved.
It's mom approved, damn it.
I like it.
The second thing I got yesterday. Santa brought me this nice Mac rib shirt, baby.
Oh my god!
Oh man!
Oh, that is great.
Fuck it, yeah.
That is beautiful. And the chairman's watching.
You don't see nobody on those other shows doing that. So,
The Mac rib.
a lot of cheering for the Mac rib shirt. We are representing strong. I'm gonna go full screen. This is version around.
Wow.
Mac rib shirt, baby.
Is that the extra sauce version or the regular sauce version?
This is the extra sauce. Look at all that extra sauce on there.
Yeah.
That's right. You know how we do. You know how we do. That's right.
You get respect from the chairman. He says, "Nice shirt."
Yeah. He's jealous. That's what he is. He's jealous. That's right.
That's probably one of the best presents I've gotten this Christmas. That was great.
Yeah.
Yeah. That is great.
It was, wasn't it? Yeah. So yeah, thanks to the Santa from Dallas for sending that. Appreciate it.
Now, you gotta go through the drive-through with your Mac rib shirt on and get another Mac rib.
Yeah, I am going. Yeah, this is the ultimate gift, wasn't it? Yeah, it's the ultimate gift.
It's a gift that keeps on giving.
Yeah. And I'll bet you anything, you sure as hell ain't gonna wear that shirt while you're eating a McRib, are you?
Oh, I'm gonna be very careful. That's for sure. Yeah. Oh dear God, yes. Yeah, that was it. I saw this and I was like, oh, look at that. Oh, the Mac rib. And it's a fantastic picture of it too. Look at that. This thing is great. Perfect for Mac rib season.
That's all right.
We got the chairman chiming in here. Nice shirt. That's right. You got to pay. Hey, you know, when it comes to Mac rib, that's what brings us all together
That's
here.
right.
Joe, is that an officially a McDonald's officially licensed product?
No, I don't think it is. No, there's no sort of licensing on it or anything. No, but whoever made it, congrats to them because it's fantastic.
Yeah.
I just got done telling Joe I haven't had a McRib for like a week. And he's like, yeah, me neither. He's wearing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he said he hadn't had a Mac rib for a while, and I'm like, I haven't had one today either. You know, so. But I got a Mac rib shirt. That's right.
Oh man.
Yeah, you know, so that is followed by
"Fuck you, Canadian asshole."
Yeah, that's right. So we figured out, and you know, that we need to somehow mix.
Now I rock the party, come correct, smoke is on time.
Mix
Beers
this.
got the right to smoke.
Somehow.
Will elect.
Figure out how to
Others
do
can't
it.
stand it, but give you respect.
"Fuck you, Canadian asshole."
You know, I kind of remix that in. Somehow we'll get that done.
Yeah. Does anybody want to help Joe D with the remix version?
Yeah, there needs to be some kind of remix, some remastering. Maybe we could get Kevin Gray involved.
That would come out on 180 gram vinyl.
Yeah.
Food mastered, 45 RPM.
I think it'll sell big, and we could just have some big Mac rib on top of it. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, it's Vegas says Mac rib ain't halal, coach. And I have Mac feeling we are in for the final week of Mac rib season.
Yeah, I think that's kind of a mystery as to when it actually ends.
Yeah.
Yeah, they would not say. They actually would not.
Yeah, they said just said for a limited time. They didn't say how limited. Yeah.
Yeah, because they were asked, and they were, nobody said.
You fat piece of shit.
Yeah, nobody would say. So, yeah, I am all over it today. I've got the one sound effect in here that matters. That is for sure. Finger
Yeah,
is
you
right.
can get ready to use that later on.
Finger is on the button. That is how that works. But speaking of that, yeah, let me post the link in here for those others that want to get in here, and that way we can fully utilize all the sound effects. That's for sure. No, Facebook today. I screwed up. This is all my fault. I have to do this in the beginning. I screwed up and put the wrong start time for the show. So when I do that, you only get so much time before Facebook will cancel your show, and you have to reschedule it. And so Facebook suffers this week. Hopefully, the people that do chime in on Facebook will chime in on YouTube with the rest of us. And so, speaking of the rest of us, how was your Festivus, first of all? Everybody have a happy Festivus on the 23rd.
Crickets.
Yeah.
For me, you could play crickets this year.
Whew. Man, I'm starting out with a bang here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just, full. Yeah, that was a car wreck waiting to happen right there, wasn't it? So I put up my poll and aired my grievances. This is one of them right now. I'm airing some of it right now. I'm still a little hostile about it. Still a little sour. A little. What are some other adjectives there? A little. What do we call beer? Taint, not taint. Oh my God.
Well, I've had a few that taste like taint.
Yeah, there's really. Tell us about it.
Play those crickets.
So what did that
tastes like ass?
Yeah. Hey, Rufus, so how you doing, brother? What's going on, man? How is your Festivus, your Christmas, whatever else you're celebrating?
Very nice. Pretty simple this year with the Rona and everything, but just got back home today and enjoying a beer for Share a Beer.
Right on. That's good. Good to have you. What are you having?
I just poured Gumdrops Hazy IPA from Nutrient.
Oh, this guy.
Oh, okay, yeah. So you checked into that yesterday.
Yeah, I did.
Have you had that?
Yesterday.
You've had that on here before, haven't you, Ruben? Or no?
No, yesterday was my first day having it.
Okay.
Looks good.
So what are you getting out of that, brother?
Tons of cherry and orange. It's actually pretty. I don't know if you can see the color, but it's like a hint of red.
Oh,
It
yeah.
almost looks like grapefruit juice. I mean, it's got that.
Yeah, it does. That's exactly what it looks like. Ruby red grapefruit juice.
Yep, like grapefruit juice.
And there's like some vanilla in it. It's really nice.
Pretty smooth. Is it more fruity? Not.
Yeah, oh yeah.
I was my week has been made. Steel Worldwide has called me frail this week, so I'm all is right with the world.
Oh yeah.
Me and Bum.
It's a Christmas miracle.
Yeah. He's really chiming in today. Yeah, big time. Yeah. And then Chad says, Mac Rib IPA. Anyone? Now, in case you didn't notice, Zach, I have an official Mac Rib shirt.
I saw, but you're still missing the sandwich.
I am. Well, we had them the first week.
Got to have them every week, I heard, right?
Well, I've had Mac Ribs every week. I just haven't posted it here publicly. I've posted it privately. I've got some. Oh, and then I've also got my football mug here, which is fantastic. in the shape of a football.
I feel like your Rams played with a football mug a little bit too much last week.
Yeah, I feel like they should have got a lot more sleep or something. I don't know what the hell they were doing, but that
One
was
too many McRibs.
not enough mac ribs is the problem. Yeah, that more tangy sauce is what they should have. And they didn't have quite enough of it. I've got me a bottle of this Willatize Lagunitas.
Ooh, yeah.
Still aged in rye oak barrels.
2020 version. Got a few bottles of this. Got a 4-pack of it, actually. Coffee stout aged in rye oak barrels, man. 13.1%. So this is a pretty light Colorado session beer right here.
You better chug that.
Probably will. I mean, because that's how we do in Colorado. When in Colorado, you have to do as you would in Colorado. I think that's what they say. That's the saying.
What'd the 4-pack run you this year?
Who knows? Honestly, when I went on that beer run, it's to a pretty darn good craft beer store up north in northern Phoenix area, and they're phenomenal. Another guy that hasn't been on the show in a while, but he used to be on the show quite a bit. They're all redhead, man. Pat, and that's up in his neck of the woods of Phoenix. Phenomenal store. It is. It's a small, tiny little place, and you've never seen so much craft beer. What's hilarious is with all the craft beer he packs in there, you will not find a malt liquor. It's actually really hard to find a malt liquor. But I'm going to crack this Willatize Lagunitas Wood Shop series. There's wood in the title. Wood. Here we
Keep
go.
that camera up there, Joe. Don't turn that camera down.
Oh, some decent smoke out of this bad boy. Here we go. I've got my Newcastle Brown Ale glass. We'll go straight in, man. See what we get here. Oh, my God. This is going to be great. Look at that. I mean,
that will not taste like taint.
It better not, because if it does, then there's darn sure.
We're going tomorrow. Back to the beer store.
Exactly. Zach, have you had this beer?
Don't think so.
Really? Okay, that's interesting. I thought you for sure would have had this. And of course, they're out of California and Chicago. So, man, look at that! Look at that nice head on that thing, man. This beer is oof. So we got to real quick get a beer selfie. I mean, I almost don't know why. You could just put this next to any sort of dark beer, really. I mean, you know the difference. Yeah, it's dark. I mean, you know what I'm saying? What do you say? Let me look this one up, so I should be able to.
You need to check in that shirt on Untapped. Yeah.
Awesome, isn't it? I love this shirt.
Just do the whole like the beer here and like this. Yeah.
I was looking forward to this a lot. Yeah, because I was like, yeah.
Save it and just wear it for during Mac Rib season.
Now, I'm not, let me see. I'm not showing the right one here. I think this might be it. 2009. Yeah, I'm not I don't quite have the right listing, but that's okay. I'll share the screen on this listing I have right now. It's from last year. And you'll get the point, basically. It's so this is 2019's version. Of course, the version I have is saying that it was in rye oak barrels. But you got 29,000 for this particular version. You got 262 in the last 30. This one's 12.4 ABV. Again, the one that I have right now says 13.1. And this says no longer being produced, but they have it as a 4.23 bottle cap rating, which I think is kind of key. And then you can see some better photos of it right here as well, in case you can't see mine. This person also has the 2020 version. So you can see the difference right there, the 12.4 versus this one right here. You can see on the bottom 13.1. But I would imagine it's still pretty close to the
Probably
same.
pretty similar. Yeah.
Yeah, it's similar enough. You get the idea. But oof.
Yeah.
Big barrel in this one, man. Still smells really sweet.
I think you mean big wood.
Yeah, a lot of wood. A lot of big aged wood in this one, yeah. It does though, man. You get that caramel note in there. You're getting Salute. Here we go.
Oh.
Oh man. Chocolate, coffee. You're getting a night hit, nice light. Now, man, granted, this is pretty cold right now too, so you're gonna get more as it warms up. But oh my God, really good. Some slight smoke in there, a little bit. Oh God, that is good.
You getting spicy notes? Rye barrels, right? Is that rye barrels?
Yeah, rye barrel, yeah.
Should be getting maybe a little bit of spice, maybe.
Yeah, if I slow down a little bit, yeah.
2 gulps gone.
Yeah, slow down, Joe. Jesus.
Oh yeah, there's some spice in there. Well, I got to do some catching up to our dear friend if he jumps in here.
Yeah.
And I
got to get the rest of that 4-pack out then.
I've actually got a beer for him too when he jumps in here. Hey, Coach, I love you, man. So I got.
You get Shiner there. You get Shiner there.
The Shiner candied pecan. I had not had this yet. Oh my God! I've had one bottle. Of course, I bought a 6-pack. I had one bottle. They nailed it. I mean, it does just like it. But this one here, man, I'm glad I got a 4-pack. I'm telling you right now, I'm gonna age a couple of them, but I'll have one more. This is if you can get this, whatever the price is, pay it. I'm telling you. If it's $20, 19, I honestly have no idea what the price was. I
bet it was probably 15 to 20 bucks, somewhere in that range.
Probably
$4 to $5 a bottle.
Yeah, but it's so good. It's super smooth. Doesn't drink like a 13% beer. Very well done, and it does have a little. Now that it's warming up a little bit, it does have a little spice note to it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're getting a lot more out of it each minute that goes by and it's warming up. So I'm going to leave that sit here, kind of warming up my belly a little bit now. That bourbon kind of, you know what I'm saying? It's nice. That is a well done beer, man. Man. Woo. Yeah. Oh, man. Yeah, it smells good. You almost want to use it for cologne. You know what I'm saying? It's got that nice balance of chocolate, coffee, and the bourbon. And it's not super hot. You know what I'm saying? It's not hot at all. I don't like a barrel-aged beer that's real bourbon forward. I like bourbon to be just as in the back as the coffee or the chocolate. You know, a nice... Kind of like we say as audiophiles, you kind of like a nice neutral sound.
Yeah, right.
I like a nice neutral kind of beer, right? Nothing with, like your sound. Some people like boosted treble and boosted bass. I kind of like a nice neutral sound, a nice neutral barrel-aged beer.
Well, those tend to be boozy as hell, and so that's kind of cool. It doesn't sound like it.
Yeah. Oh, what do you got there? Is that? Oh,
that is this Edwards cheesecake.
Oh,
whipped. Oh man.
You got to give us you got to.
I'm pairing it with Moohoo.
That is great. Is that a knockoff of Yoo-Hoo?
Yes, Yoo-Hoo. It says more cowbell on the top too. This is Terrapin.
That's great.
Yeah, that's great. You got
Yeah, I've had that. That's a good one.
Yeah, and this was room temperature. Well, whatever our basement is, 65 degrees or whatever, and super good.
so perfect pairing with a nice whipped cheesecake.
Oh,
Should be.
no, I think it's going to be terrible. It's probably a drain pour.
Well, you have to find out somehow or another.
Well,
Taking one for the team right now is what you're doing.
Right. It's a scientific experiment.
I don't blame you for. Well, thank you, Mark, for your sacrifice. Actually,
Well, anything for the team.
Yeah.
I'm a team player.
we do thank you for your sacrifice right now.
Oh,
It's amazing that you're making such a sacrifice.
Team as in hashtag TGF.
yeah. Well,
Anything for him?
Yeah, anything.
Oh, that one's fine. Look at that.
Oh, and of course he had something in here for wheels.
Of course.
Oh, look at that! So did we share with the boss at all, or are we like?
Oh yeah, no. The boss is. She's getting some pie.
Oh, okay. All right.
Mm-hmm.
And then yeah.
Yep.
I was wondering how that was going to go. If you're going to go sip first and then pie, pie first. And sip.
This is literally right out of the freezer, so it's still frozen pretty much.
Oh, it is. Oh, well, that's not a real good taste test. Now is
No, it tastes fantastic because it's like Edwards does like the whipped cream type filling, so it's kind of fluffy and.
well, we'll be doing similar stuff then, Mark, because as ours both are said beverage and said pie get to room temperature, they will get a little better, a little creamier. We'll get more out of them.
I'm gonna leave that pie. Oh, it's good though. Yeah, put the rest of that away, boss, so I don't eat it all.
Yeah, sure, that's happening. Yeah,
Put the pie away, boss.
yeah, sure. Wink, wink. Yeah, I could hear the winking from here. Yeah, I don't know about that. Hey, and so Zach, how you doing, my friend? What's the latest? Did you have a happy Festivus on the 23rd? Did you air your grievances? And then how did Santa treat you yesterday?
Yeah, it was good holidays. Everything went really well. It was nice. I like the simple, not having to do all the bullshit, It was nice, just the four of us, and it went really well.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. So did you get now, Zach? I know it's hard to top a McRib T-shirt, but did you get anything even close to a McRib T-shirt?
Bought a couple of new bottles of bourbon, and that counts. That counts as much.
Look at this. Now, did you happen to get a bottle of the Tesla tequila?
Fuck no.
At least you're honest.
There's a lot of unboxings of that Tesla tequila online. Have you noticed?
I didn't even know he was making one, but it seems like everybody can make tequila now, huh?
Oh, he's had 2 releases now at this point. $250 a bottle, or was it $275? I think it was $250, wasn't it? And they literally sold out in, I think, minutes, just a matter of a few minutes. It was like.
So are those made with batteries or solar power?
They're in the bottle. Actually, the bottle is kind of cool because the bottle is shaped like a lightning bolt, and they're hand blown, meaning there's some chick named Loretta just having at it. But
Well, that was my thought. If you're dumb enough to spend that much on a Tesla tequila, at least you can fit the bottle right in your ass.
yeah,
Because
Let's not talk about Vegas sister, gentlemen. Jesus Christ.
Here we go.
I wasn't talking about his sister. I was talking about him.
yeah.
Oh!
The chairman, since the chairman's the lead dealer, he can probably fit too. So
Yeah, you can. Hey, John, what do you think about my Mac rib shirt, man? Huh?
Jonathan disapproves.
Pretty hard to beat. I got my treehouse shirt
Oh,
here,
what a topper! Look at this guy. Look at this guy. Oh.
I can't stack up with your Mac rib shirt. Sorry.
I mean, I've had Treehouse. I don't know how many times have we had Treehouse, Mark? 3, 4 times? How many?
No. That's good.
Phenomenal brewery, man.
I actually found out that possibly some store in New York has their stuff. I have to confirm that.
But you have better odds of having it than I do.
Yeah. Well,
Mark even has better odds than I do.
yeah, but it is good stuff. If you can get it, it is very good stuff.
Yeah, if I could get it locally, I'd rather than travel 4 hours to go up to Boston just for beer is a little.
See, that's what's great about the Mac Rib. It's available nationwide.
Yeah.
Right, exactly.
For a limited time, though. We just don't.
Limited time, and you can get extra sauce. And this Mac Rib shirt resembles that extra sauce. Boom!
Stock up and freeze some of them.
Santa loved me. I was not naughty. I was very nice. Or maybe
Joe, I actually like Jonathan's idea.
Nice.
I think you should freeze a couple of McRibs, eat them next year or something, and see if it still has the effect.
I don't know. I think that would be like having White Castle burgers, thawed out after their hibernation.
Like
Put it in your cellar, let it age next to some of them pale ales you've got in the cellar.
Yeah, or like a Twinkie that's been in like one of those time capsules for 200 years and taken out. And
oh, I hope somebody's put a Mac Rib in a time capsule. Everybody needs to know that in 200 years. This is what devastated the population.
So this is why civilization collapsed.
Is the Mac Rib the reason why there's a second resurgence of COVID? Is that the
Gotta be there. Everyone flock into McDonald's. They're having super spreader events at McDonald's trying to get the McRib.
Dude, it's awesome, isn't it? The only thing I hate about this year's, and it's the first national release of the Mac Rib, is that we don't have no two-for deals. It's literally you're buying them one at a pop, one at a time here, and it's
all right.
Well, that's the price you pay for being able to get it anywhere this year.
Mm-hmm.
I guess so. There is a price to pay for everything. You're right, Bum. Thanks for the reality.
Price for convenience.
Yeah, Coach, what are you having, my friend? We have not gotten to you yet.
Oh, you're fine. I just cracked open a one of these Snake Rivers. It's a Pacos IPA. Excuse me if I said it wrong. I actually just looked on Untapped, and the last time I had this was March of 2018. And back then I gave it 4 stars or bottle caps, and about the same. I enjoy it. It's pretty good.
Really? Okay. All right.
Yeah,
So,
not too bad.
We've got that one here. 26,000 ratings on here. 52 in the last 30. Snake River Brewing Company. It's a 6.2% ABV, 60 IBUs, 375 is actually really solid.
Yep.
If it's more of a sessionable IPA, and 6.8 is sort of sessionable for an IPA, right?
It's piney with that, like.
Oh, is it piney? Okay.
To me, it's piney. It's a little piney with like a mild licorice. I know that sounds weird, but that's what I'm getting. Yeah.
Piney with black licorice, I assume, right?
Yeah, it's just got that back end that's just not my favorite, but it's solid overall.
So it's got like more of an anise type flavor.
Yeah, and I don't like anise at all. I don't like it.
Me neither. In New Mexico, of course, I had many biscochitos, and anise is a popular flavor in biscochitos. Mm-hmm. And man, the more anise someone put in them, especially when they would put big chunks. And I know some people like black licorice, but yeah. It's
A little bit's okay. Just a hint, good. More than that, it's like, come on, you're killing it here. So,
well, it still sounds like a decent IPA though. I mean,
oh, it is solid. Like I said, I gave it 4 again. Real quick, does Zach use anise a lot, or not really, or?
We use it in I think we have one beer that we've done it in. Do it in a black IPA.
I've heard you talk about it.
We do anise, orange peel, and some other spices in there. It's good, but yeah, you measure that shit in grams.
I bet.
Strong stuff.
And John, what do you think about like using anise in beer? What do you think about?
A little bit goes a long way, I think. If you want to use stuff that's overpowering, it's got to be done could be overpowering rather. It should be done in the right way. Like peanut butter, some companies using peanut butter in or coffee in beers, and sometimes it's just a peanut butter or coffee bomb instead of being well balanced and everything just works together.
Thank you for bringing that up, because coffee is a flavor that I feel like needs to be better described, because you have some beers like the one I'm having right now, this Willetide. I mean, this is more of a brewed coffee type.
I agree. I have that in the fridge.
Like there needs to be more description, because some beers, they just say coffee stout, or they say coffee flavor, but some beers will have more of that roasted coffee bean flavor. Some will have more of a ground coffee type of flavor. Some more of a dark coffee, lighter coffee, medium coffee. You know what I'm saying? Some more brewed coffee, like the sort of notes you would get off of a nice freshly brewed cup of coffee type of smell. So I feel like coffee is one of those that really needs to be, better described.
Yeah, like a good example that would be this year's Bourbon County had coffee. One of them had coffee in it. The special number 4. It's literally you can almost taste the coffee beans. You're tasting the fresh coffee, or smelling the same thing, this fresh high-end single origin coffee.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you've ever had those chocolate covered coffee beans. It's tasting one of those. So good.
Yeah, I recently also had a beer that was described as a coffee beer, and it was more like having a cup of black coffee it was from Modern Times. I don't know if you've had it. It's their vanilla latte. Their coffee house version of vanilla latte. And Modern Times knows about coffee because they actually make coffee beans. They actually make coffee. They're one of the breweries that does make their own coffee. And I've ordered their craft coffee. Some of their coffee that was barrel aged, actually, and it was phenomenal. Oh my God, it was so good. Whole bean coffee. How do you have any idea how you would do that, Zach? Take whole bean coffee and age it in bourbon barrel. How do you do that? I have no idea how they did it.
Probably just put it through that little hole in the barrel and fill the barrel with it. I mean, I think it's easier than you think, probably. We've got a couple that do it around. I mean, those barrels are kind of wet when you get them, so maybe you got to spin it a little bit, but it might have a little bit of liquid in it, but not much.
Wouldn't you want to put the beans in when it's they're almost have that oil on the outside, so it's able to absorb?
Yeah, I would have. I don't know, because you wouldn't really want to roast a wet coffee bean.
Yeah, you've described those barrels in the past, Zach, as when you get them, you can almost sometimes squeeze the inside of them.
There's a lot of moisture in them. I mean, but there's sometimes we get those barrels that have 2 or 3 bottles worth of whiskey in them still.
Wow.
So,
And of course, you do your duty. You drink that whiskey before you put the beer in there.
yeah, it's barrel strength, so it's strong. But I mean, if you're filling it with coffee beans and you roll that around a little bit, you couldn't put much more liquid into it.
I'm telling you, because now that, and that, it was expensive coffee. Trust me, they charged for it, and I didn't mind paying the price because it was a pretty unique experience. They when I brewed, and I have a nice coffee maker that will grind the coffee beans and then brew it and all those sorts of things. But when you brewed a pot of that coffee, it filled your whole house full of that aroma of the barrel, man. It was an incredible smell. That nice, fresh coffee with that nice hint of that whiskey barrel was amazing.
Yeah.
Well, and I think that's the thing. It's like, imagine if you're sitting in a room where they're making coffee or smoking cigars or whatever. You'll suck in that aroma just because your clothes are porous or whatever.
Yeah.
If you put beans into a barrel, because you're not really getting a lot of flavor from it, I don't think. It's mostly an aroma deal.
Yeah. No. I got my parents got me a cask coffee sampler. It was from a roaster in Teen Wolf area, Boston area. But I did the first one today. It was a rye, bourbon barrel aged coffee. So it was coffee aged in bourbon barrels and then roasted, and the aroma was super, super strong of bourbon. And then I made the coffee, and it was a little bit there, but it was still mostly coffee flavor. But it was definitely the aroma was of the bourbon, but the flavor was 80% coffee with just a little bit of bourbon flavor.
This one here, the way they did it, Mark, I'm telling you, I don't know if I'd have had a cup of that coffee and then went to work. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It was that sort of.
No, this definitely had the aroma. I mean, I don't know how much alcohol was left, but it smelled. I mean, you open up the bag, it came in like little France, sealed bags. You open that thing up, and you're, oh my God, it smelled just like a bourbon barrel with some coffee. And then I made the coffee, and Joe, I do pour over coffee, so I grind it and pour over, and the aroma just filled the kitchen with the bourbon barrel. But the flavor was mostly coffee with just a hint of the bourbon.
Wilder in the taste.
Yeah, the flavor switched. The aroma was more bourbon.
Yeah.
The flavor was more coffee with a little bit of bourbon. It was delicious, though. Good stuff.
Now, when I did brew a pot, mind you, 12-cup pot, didn't drink it all. Still had another cup and a half-ish, 2 cups later. Saved that for the next day. Warmed it up the next day, and there was a little bit more of that in the taste than there was in that initial. So that was interesting as well. I'm kind of interested to know what Billy D thinks about all of this. Bourbon barrel aged coffee, beer, and all that. What does he think about all this, man?
Closest Billy D has come to liquid perfection is that DKML from Foundry. Malt liquor aged in bourbon barrels.
So how you doing, Billy D? What's going on? What's the latest? How was your Festivus and everything?
Same as me. Got nothing.
Isn't that amazing? That's fascinating how that works, isn't it?
Yeah, it was pretty much a lost year around these parts for Christmas.
Yeah, that's the way it goes for a lot of us.
Yeah, I was so tired from work yesterday. I actually slept through my family's Zoom Christmas meeting that we. Yeah,
really? How did that go over?
I warned them in advance. I said, I'm just going to lay down for a little bit.
Right. And now
I'll try to join you later. Next thing I knew, it was pretty late.
Okay, now the immediate question I have was it when you woke up, you were like, oh man, I missed it? Or were you like, oh man, I missed it?
No. No, it's a good family. It's a good family. But when I woke up, I actually thought that technically they could still be on there, and I was just so groggy, and I was like trying to will myself to get on there, but I just needed to wake up long enough to brush my teeth and go to bed. So no, it distressed me that I did miss it.
Oh, okay.
But I do know what you're saying though, Joe, about certain family gatherings. But nah, my family's cool.
That's good. That's good, man.
Yeah, I am sorry I missed it. So
good. Okay, well that's good to hear, man. Absolutely.
So as for him here, I have no clue.
Yeah, well, because him or her, you just never know, really.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, that's the big mystery. We never know how or he or she is truly feeling.
Right.
At any given moment in time. I mean, that's his or her prerogative, isn't it?
That's right. Just like Bobby Brown, as we've said in the past.
Exactly. Yeah. Love the musical reference. Yes.
So
what do you got for us this week, Billy D?
We actually have a leftover from last week, and 40-ounce Mad Molar posted this. He must have posted it late last Saturday before the show, but too late for it to be caught by the team here, our team. The concept of this is clever. I'll let you play the whole video, Joe, and I won't give an opinion on this. Once it's over, I will leave it up to you guys to critique it and give it a letter grade, okay? It's not that long. You can just play it from start to finish.
Towards the episode before Christmas and all through the house, not a creature was stirring, not even Bum the mouse.
Oh, Bum.
The stockings were hung by the chimney with care and hopes that craft beer would soon be placed there. Pencil Neck Mark was nestled snug in his bed, while visions of tin-foiled mac ribs danced in his head. And Coach in his kifka and Jody in his do-rag had just settled in bed for the long winter's night. When out in the garage, there arose such a clatter. It was that one drunk Mexican falling over a ladder.
Oh, my God.
The moon on the fresh, new fallen snow gave the luster of midday to the objects below. When what to my wondering eyes should appear a synergy green Camaro with McNuggets to spare. Wheels knew in a moment it was still worldwide. As he began to cry, "Up yours, dumb cunt, up yours, dwarf 69. I'll swell your eyes shut, Andrew, if you explain this poem tonight. Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night, except for that fat Reggie asshole and the piss Glenn."
Yeah, fat Reggie.
So I'll let you guys give that a letter grade.
Yeah, Zach, what would you give that one, man?
On a scale, I mean, what's the scale for?
The letter grade 1 to 10.
Yeah.
Letter grade. Sorry,
Bum. We have to. What's the scale? Yeah, that's a good question right off the bat. What is it? 1 to 5, 1 to 10?
Letter grade or 1 to 5. Take your pick.
Oh, letter grade. Yeah, letter grade is better. Okay, so we'll give it a letter grade.
I'll give it a 2.5 or a C minus.
A C minus. Okay, all right, that's fair enough.
That's pretty good for the malt liquor community.
Yeah, that's not bad. John, what would you give it, brother?
I concur with that. C minus.
C minus. Okay, yeah, that's solid enough. And Coach, what are you giving it?
A plus. A plus all around.
All right.
That was great. That was great.
And Ribbon, what are you giving it, man?
I'll do it like my handwriting score in elementary. I'll do A for effort, D in actuality.
And Mark, what do you give it, brother?
I give it a solid B. I mean, it was creative and fairly well executed. I like the tree and ornaments and stuff. So yeah, I give it a B.
Yeah,
I was just shocked he could read.
I was really impressed by the reading skills and possibly some writing skills, because I assume there was some writing involved. And that could be my false assumption. But
yeah, what do you mean? We're not in the published book? That book really didn't have our names in it? What do you mean?
Yeah, so that's just an assumption. That's what I'm saying. So
the Evelyn, what the Evelyn Woodhead sped reading course.
Yeah. So yeah, that was actually pretty good. Yeah, I thought that was I thought that deserved a solid B+. I'll give them a solid B+. Yeah.
Okay, I think that if we average everybody's grade out, that sounds about right.
Yeah, we'll give them a little round of applause.
About a B. Yeah.
Little soft.
Yeah, and actually, I think Moeller was pissed that we didn't play that last week, and he got usurped by the chair by Vega actually.
Oh, he did. Yeah, that's true.
So next we have a real quick bit of hate from Mr. Met 40 ounce, and this is like real quick.
Oh, well, if we're gonna get hate, I mean, it needs to be that nice lingering type of hate, not quick hate.
Yeah, this is only like a half minute of hate.
Oh, boo.
Yeah, so go to 20 minutes 35 seconds.
20:35. Okay, yeah, boy, that is quick hate at the end of it over here. Man, we're not even at the beginning of it. We're like towards the end of it, man. This is I don't know how I feel about this. This is kind of
For hell, you don't do that. Malt liquor. Like for liquor hell, you don't do that.
Wait, we got to lead into this a little
40 ounces, another one I thought was all right. I know he had beef with Steel Worldwide and all them, but he signed his own fucking death warrant. He went straight to malt liquor hell. You don't do that. Malt liquor.
Oh. What the?
You don't do that. Malt liquor.
Malt liquor. See,
malt liquor. He's too fast in the malt liquor.
Yeah.
What the? See, this is what happens, right? Isn't this what happens when you kind of, and you're trying, you got all this build up, and you're trying to make this great point, and then you're like, yep, and you give the big thumbs up, and then you take the big hit, and karma hits you, right? You're trying to swallow a big chug of karma, and it just never quite works out, does it? And they're like, oh, next thing you know, they're choking to death, right?
That's you, folks.
This is great. You gotta love it. This is awesome. We gotta put it.
You went straight to malt liquor hell. You don't do that.
I mean, yeah, you don't do that. Thumb up, boom, here we go, choking.
Like for that's you, folks.
Whoa, what the?
Like for instance, I don't have beef with Anticorp, but that fucking V-Bar and that Share a Wife show is fucking terrible.
Sure.
Fucking low-life degenerates that show up on that fucking thing. Disgusting beyond belief. Shout out to J Vega 419.
Once again, I have to question whether Mr. Met has actually seen the Share a Beer show. Obviously everybody else that cusses us out has. Yeah. Mr. Met sometimes, I don't want to say too much, but sometimes I think he will give some opinions on certain YouTube people, hearing about it more than actually watching them, so
without having that first,
I need some evidence that Mr. Met has actually seen the Share a Beer show.
Yeah. So you think he's getting secondhand knowledge?
I think it's possible.
Oh.
I don't think he's ever singled out any of us. Can anybody ever remember that? He usually just names the show.
Well, he just did with Andy, right?
No, he didn't say anything about Andrew.
Yeah, I thought he did. Watch, let's see.
That show up on that fucking thing. I don't have beef with Anticorp, but that fucking
Anticorp
show.
Oh, okay. I thought
Anticorp from the V Bar.
Okay. Yeah, so that was
fucking low life degenerates that show up on that fucking thing. Disgusting beyond belief. Shout out to J Vega 419. But I know full staff and the rest.
You're right. Yeah, with that perspective, what do you think about that, Ruben? I see you shaking the head there. What do you think?
It's too impersonal. I'm with Bum. I think it's riding coattails of other people.
Yeah. There's
no sincerity.
Yeah. Otherwise, there'd be some singling out. There'd be, some sort of mentioning of a milk dud head or a pencil neck or something like that. Yeah.
At least name one of us cunts by name.
That's true.
Exactly.
Don't just give general CBCs. You know what I'm saying? Now, unfortunately for John, he's been in here enough times where he might start getting some hate.
Oh no, I'm shaking in my boots. I don't know. I mean, these high society people ragging on me. I don't know. I might have to go into hiding from that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Zach's experienced it, man. He's literally scared of it. I mean, he gets like terrified of it. It's pretty scary stuff.
Could we give it even the strongest person nightmares? I mean, come on.
I mean, you don't want them to go tell their moms on you.
Yeah.
She's probably right upstairs.
It's hard when they're going down on their moms all the time anyways. But.
Yeah, Coach still has nightmares of some of the past students they've given him. That's for sure.
I see a professional mental health person for that, for sure.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah. It's hard to sleep at night. So what else does Billy D have for us, man?
Well, coming up next here is somebody who we know for sure has seen the show.
Oh,
this man, unlike Mr. Met, this man here seems to have more knowledge than he lets on that he has. He knows about the show, and he seems to know about a lot of other stuff that he shouldn't know about. Like, remember, he knew about Mark's book?
Oh, yeah, he knew about Mark's book. He actually had some hate for someone that hasn't been on the show in eons at this point.
Barrick, he had some hate for Barrick. Well, he is going to reveal something else not related to the show, but he is going to reveal some knowledge that he has no business having if he's just a hardcore malt liquor drinker. Yeah. Now, before we get to the show hate and the reveal about this, we're just going to set this up with a little bit of him talking about the sound that you can hear in the background of his videos. I don't know if it'll come through when you play it on here, Joe, but throughout his video, you can hear wind whistling in the background, and he mentions it, and he talks about how loud the wind is based on the quality of the windows that he has, meaning that the wind is super loud. So go to 45 seconds.
45 seconds. Yeah, I like them. When we get something immediately makes me feel better.
Yeah.
I don't know if you could hear the fucking wind.
Yeah, actually, I can.
Gusts are like fucking 60 miles an hour. Those motherfuckers are fucking double glazed. Just like how I fucking leave your fucking wife's fucking chest after a session with that fucking nasty fucking hag. Took the label out.
And that's it.
That's it. We got to back that up a little bit, right? We gotta rewind that one. That was actually pretty decent. Okay, yeah, that's what we got to get to. We got to get to the snack here. Now he's having the Chex Mix bowl. Anybody ever had this bag of Chex Mix?
I have not.
No, but I want it.
Yeah, that's actually a solid. I've had the little snack bag of it from my local QT.
I'm sorry, was that bag or bag?
Bag.
Oh, okay, bag. Yeah, bag.
Yeah, I've had the little snack bag of it. Yeah.
Bag.
But that's actually a pretty solid snack. Okay, so we'll move forward here. See?
Chex Mix.
It's actually pretty darn tasty.
Okay.
Here we go.
If you want to get to the show hate and the knowledge that Falstaff has no business having, 5 minutes, 45 seconds.
Those motherfuckers are fucking double glazed. It's like how I fucking leave your fucking wife's fucking chest that session with that fucking nasty fucking hag.
Just the sound on that is good. You know what I'm saying? That was great. So what was that for? What?
5:45.
5:45. Okay. Yeah. The sound on that was great. 5:45.
And you know, the amazing thing is, I think he did actually think of that on the spur of the moment.
Oh yeah. No,
And that's what makes Falstaff so great.
Yeah, that was definitely on the fly.
Charlie Papazian is a fucking traitor. I hope he's fucking dead. That fucking asshole. You know, I always talk about the Share a Beer show and Fat Jody. When I mention how Steel Worldwide, when he talks about barbecue sauces, saying that if there's an old black asshole, you know it's going to be good. Well, I got another data point disproving that beyond Fat Jody. Brewery.
Oh!
That fucking tubby piece of shit. Garrett Oliver.
He's actually not fat
That's
at
from
all.
fucking Long Island. He ain't even from Brooklyn. Motherfuck that guy and his shitty beard.
Garrett Oliver is like
But he knows who he is.
Yeah.
I haven't heard that name in a while.
He knows
I'm
who. I
surprised.
had a picture with him just 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
At the Great American
That's
Beer
cool.
Festival.
Maybe he's put on weight since then, Joe. I don't know.
Yeah, right. Exactly. Enjoying some of that success. Exactly. Yeah.
Quarantine's tough.
Yeah. That's yeah, those guys on that level are so busy drinking beer 24/7. They don't have time to gain weight. They have a liquid diet, man. You know? Yeah, they're pretty decent guy. Yeah, but he knows who he is. That's Bum's point.
Yeah.
You know? What else you got first?
You can let that play.
Oh, okay. Wait, hold on. We'll be back in 2 and 2. Woo!
Ah!
Chuck Woolery style. What the hell? All right. Are you breaking that seal?
I think this is a first during the malt liquor report.
Yeah, we're breaking that seal, right?
Yeah. I'm glad, Coach. I'm glad you and Pencil Neck are back because you got some stuff coming your way.
Oh, thank you. I love it.
Yeah,
My internet is like super fast, and it disconnects me every once in a while from the show. So I don't know if you guys have that same problem, but
2 or 3 scoops of chocolate.
Did you see Havana's earlier comment, Coach, about your clock on the wall?
what did he say?
I'll let you go back through the comments and see what he said. Or do you want me to tell you?
It's up to you. I'll look right now. little shit.
Hey, there's a first for everything, man. I was willetized, man. That's what happened.
Hey, that was 2 and 2, but definitely not number 2.
Yeah, not number. No, no. Yeah. Okay, let me back this up a little bit. We were at what? 4 something?
Well, it started at 5:45 where he talks about Garrett Oliver, but from there he gets to some show hate.
Let me go back.
Fat Jody.
Oh, yeah.
Bomb timer. I got it, Bomb.
I always talk about the Share a Beer show and Fat Jody. When I mention our Steel Worldwide, when he talks about barbecue sauces, saying that if there's an old black asshole, you know it's going to be good. Well, I got another data point disproving that beyond Fat Jody, called the Brooklyn Brewery. That fucking tubby piece of shit, Garrett Oliver.
He even knows his name. I couldn't have gave his name.
Long Island. He ain't even from Brooklyn.
And I got a picture with the guy.
Shitty beers. Fuck you. Won't let the label out.
So he gets to the swill here.
Tug, of course. I wonder how often he tugs like that after a chug like that.
At the bottom. I say it often, but it really is true. Bottom is tops. Also, the content of Bum's fucking 3-ring binders, also tops. Some Fleer.
He forgot Don Russ.
Tops.
Jesus Christ. Fucking.
Is that horn honking in the video, or is that like in my?
That's in the background.
Yeah, there's like a lot of horn honking in there.
Yeah, that's what happens when you live in a shithole. Yeah.
Sick fuck. Jesus Christ. Fucking. Woodsy Owl on fucking crack. Old English 800 22-ounce fucking bottle.
God almighty, what's happening over there?
Oh,
His
there
mother
is videos.
His mother wants him to hurry up. Get your ass down here, Joey. I got to take you grocery shopping.
He claims to live high on the hog, but you hear the wind whistling through there. There's constant horns honking, almost a siren, an emergency vehicle going by in every video. So
John actually lives in the city, and he's got more activity happening by him.
I actually live in the suburbs, but in the city it's definitely pretty loud. But I met Garrett Oliver myself. He's a pretty classy person. I wouldn't call him no tubby.
Yeah, exactly.
Garrett Oliver, yeah.
Not even close.
Not even close. No. No, that's what I.
You got to remember, Jonathan. He's from the MLDC, so he's not real smart.
Yeah.
He doesn't have that college education or craft beer education. I don't know.
No. Yeah. There's no such thing. No such thing. Absolutely. What else you got for us, Billy D?
Well, we have once again we can do a quick vote here. What you want to see next? We have the chairman doing his weigh-in for the week and some good burping, or we can watch the chairman struggling today getting his newest barbecue sauce open.
Well, we've got to have the weigh-in. We've had the weigh-in every week since the launch of the Mac Rib.
Yeah, I mean it's a tradition going back 2 weeks.
That's right. we got to have the Mac Rib weigh-in. Yeah.
Okay.
Because so he was down. Let's cover this. So he was down a pound.
Yeah, he was down to like 200 even.
Yeah. Was it like 200.3 or something?
I forget exactly.
But so he was down a pound.
Yeah. I will just say that the number does change. Do you want to just say up or down this time?
Yeah. Okay. Who's got the over/under on 200?
Up. Over.
It's up. What do you got, Zach?
Up.
Muted.
We missed that, Zach. You were muted.
It's up.
Up. Okay. Coach, what do you got, brother?
I'm going to say up because I didn't hear it, and Mark is usually pretty right, so I'm going with Mark. Up.
Okay. and John, I know you're new to this, but what do you got, man? For the chairman's weight?
I'll say up.
Up.
And malt liquor is pretty heavy, you know.
Yeah, malt liquor's heavy, and then on top of that, how many calories was it per bum?
I forget how many calories those things are.
500 per McRib.
Yeah, it was 500. That's right. So, what do you got, Ruben? Up, or a thumb up, or a thumb down?
I'll go down just because everybody else said up.
Yeah, and keep in mind he did lose weight last week, so keep that in mind.
Yeah, I'm with Ruben. I'm going down on this one as well. So, well, no, I think the weight has gone down. Let's be clear. I So do I play from
All right,
beginning?
here we go. The official weigh-in is Steel Worldwide after week 3.
Here we go.
Of the 2020 Mac Rib season.
Here we go.
Newspaper state today. I was 201.5 3 weeks ago. Here we go.
Boom! Look at that! Boy, it caught up with him.
Only a pound gained in 3 weeks. Time to get shit-faced again.
That was, you know.
Only a pound gain. Time to get shit-faced again.
At least he celebrates with style.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Ruben.
So I can tell you that as of today, when he did his newest video, he has consumed 59 mech ribs.
59 in what time frame?
3 weeks now.
The second.
3 weeks. Yep.
It was the second, wasn't it?
Okay. Let me down.
What was the launch date? It was the second, wasn't it? I thought.
We're coming up on the end of the 3rd week, right?
So yeah. If $5 a piece, that's almost $300 of Mac ribs.
Mm-hmm. That's why that one cash pile is getting smaller.
Yeah, the cash pile, we noticed that right off the bat. The cash pile, as a matter of fact, when the Mac rib launched, mysteriously, quote unquote, the rubber band broke.
Yeah.
So there had to be 3 separate piles. And if you notice, we noticed immediately one of the piles was drastically smaller than the other 2.
Yeah. You know what? Now that I think about it, over time we've seen that cash pile expand, so that rubber band expanded.
Yeah.
But as soon as he had to remove a large amount of cash from it, the contraction, probably the rubber band was dry rotted, and that was too much action for it. And it just like turned to powder.
And that's official because that's coming from our malt liquor reporter. So that's official.
Well, that's not official. That's just speculation. So.
No, it's true. I can pull out 1/10 of my savings account and have the same thing. Give me a break.
It's an opinion piece, but a very educated opinion piece.
So, you know what? All those Mac ribs and malt liquor might finally be catching up to him here in the same video, Joe.
Oh,
you want to go to 10 minutes, 30 seconds?
Yeah. Okay. 10, 30. All right. Yeah, I like this. All right. Let's see. Here we go. We'll go 2 seconds earlier.
Andrew McQueen shirt and jeans, this is a different fly.
Okay, so we've got Christmas vest happening here. We've seen this in the past. What else can we mention here? We've got Mac rib box, at least in the foreground. Okay. Oh. What the?
A different fly.
That was different. Oh, so So he's working with the burp here. He's kind of getting a little. He's in a holiday cheer, I think.
No, that's death. That's death.
Andrew McQueen shirt and jeans. This a different fly.
All right, here we go.
Yeah, really.
Yeah, he doesn't go extra sauce on his mac ribs.
No.
Yeah, he doesn't go extra sauce. I wonder how many of these mac ribs he's ordered via the app.
Probably none. So if you want to jump to $13.50, we get a little bit more.
Okay, $13.50. We'll let that play, and then I'll jump to $13.50.
Over there.
Oh, oof. What the?
Swear over there.
Oof.
Swear over there.
That was like 4 different burps in one burp. That was a lot of skill. I mean, he could have really hurt himself.
Head turning the ass to my bum nigga the class.
Here we go.
Swear over there.
Oh, 3 different burps in one burp. Oh. Ooh,
man.
Wow.
Swear over there.
That was the first 3, and then there was like encore.
Man.
Dude, that second level of that second burp was
dangerous.
There was some stuff happening in there, wasn't there?
That's the chairman's little Trent's body giving out on him. He's trying to.
I think that was.
Oh man.
Yeah, man, that's why he had to even comment on it. Man, what the? Yeah, that was live TV, folks.
Oh man.
Man, yeah,
man.
Yeah.
Fuck me delicious. Fuck you, Katie, asshole.
Yeah, that was. And then he said delicious after that. We know that wasn't delicious.
Fuck me delicious.
Well, sometimes when it comes back up, it is delicious. So from there,
yeah, what else?
We can go from those struggles to today's struggles.
Oh, today
he does his new sauce today, which I must admit, this sauce has me intrigued now. I have already purchased
by that other sauce. What was that other sauce we were intrigued by, though?
Oh, the Cattleman's, the one that he took off his clothes. Yeah.
Yep.
I've looked for Cattleman's. I can't find it.
I have to admit, I have not looked for it.
You know what? I have purchased, based on the chairman's videos, I have purchased one of the sauces. I haven't talked about it yet, and it is really good.
I do not.
I haven't purchased. I haven't even seen Cattleman's. I did. I did purchase a Stubbs, and it is pretty good.
It's super what, Zach?
It's real thick. Cattleman's just reminds me of like if you put more spice into Casey.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think it's a shitty sauce. Stubbs is way better than Cattleman's.
And yeah, he thought Cattleman's was the answer.
Oh yeah, he loves the Cattleman's.
Right? I mean, yeah, he
I bet that dude really loves Cattlemen.
Oh, Brokeback Mountain style.
That might be it. Actually, Zach might actually have the key to that right there.
Yes, definitely. Well, the sauce that he reviews today, I have to admit, it has me intrigued. Melinda's Ghost Pepper Wing Sauce.
Yeah, look at the title of this one. Melinda's Ghost Pepper Wing Sauce. Mac rib sauce.
So you can just he's shown the floodwaters from the recent snowstorm, but You can go to 2 minutes 45 seconds, and keep in mind when we watch this, you may think we've played the same video before, but we haven't. This is new.
Yeah, because look at this, and then we actually have the ghost pepper wing sauce right here with the that's a kind of fancy kind of spigot right there out of the top of that bottle.
Yes. Yeah, that's why when you see this, you're going to think you've seen this video before.
Motherfuck your Bush beer, Bill Gotti. Here we go.
Oh, this has got to be perfect for him because he's got that little. Oh boy. Oh.
Can't
What
get it open.
Oh boy. What the? Get this? Can he peel this off of here? Is the question.
Safety seal.
Yeah, the safety seal. That it's.
Give me my ghost pepper wing sauce.
Oh, he got that off. Okay.
Yeah, he figured that part out.
All right.
No, you have not seen this video before, even though you think you have.
Can he figure this out? Look at that. Does he have the intelligence? Does he have the intelligence to figure this one out? Look at this. This one's got him
That
stuck.
fucking
Kids.
stays on.
What is it?
Here we go.
Here we go. Oh, you see, this one's perfect for him. This one's actually perfect because he's
you spoke too soon, Joe.
He's got the spigot.
Joe, you spoke too soon.
He could put the sauce. You would think in a perfect world, he could put the ideal for a person that likes to take an individual McNugget and he has the little narrow spigot where he can squeeze the perfect amount on each McNugget. You would think this would be the ideal situation.
Joe, the distribution system of this sauce is too complicated for him.
Oh boy. Oh boy. What the? What the?
What the?
What the hell?
Live TV.
Live TV. There he goes. He's like through the top.
And this is ghost pepper sauce.
Yeah.
Oh, so wait.
Oh.
Did you notice how much sauce he actually poured on there?
Yeah.
Well, we got to go back a little bit here because this is the ideal situation for a person like this. He's not a dipper. He doesn't. Now, we have covered this on this show how many times? A real man, right? John would do this. Coach would do this. I would do this. Ruben would do this. You would get a pack of 10, whatever it was, of Mac Nuggets, and you would take the sauce and just dip your damn nugget in the sauce.
Yeah.
This guy likes to take each nugget and put sauce on each individual nugget. So you would think that this scenario, you've got the small kind of funneling of the sauce. Boy, this is the ideal situation. And we play forward, and he can't see the this is what happens to your brain on malt liquor. We've covered this many times. When you don't have the intelligence level to just unscrew it far enough to where the sauce will just come out, and then you're not literate enough to read the instructions on the bottle, then you're helpless. And this is what happens with when you can't do all those things. Now you're left to figuring it out on your own. And look at this. Look what happens here, kids. See? Look at the decision making.
Live TV.
Yeah, live TV. Oh, and then you take ghost pepper sauce and you pour. Yeah. Whoa.
Okay, let's see if he
just smother the thing, get it over with. Pansy ass.
Okay, no reaction here.
Yeah.
No obvious reaction.
Yeah, here we go.
Number 2.
Goes. Here you go. Let's see.
Go. Here
He's gonna be like.
You see the eyes?
Joe, I was hoping you would catch that. Did you see the eyes bulge there?
Did you see the eyes? Watch. You got to see the eyes. Look at the eyes. Look at that.
Yeah, whoa.
Joe, you're usually the one that catches that when I don't catch things like that. I did see that earlier. Yeah.
Look at, here we go. Boom! Look at that. Look at that.
Whoa, it got his attention.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Definitely the
I gotta
fucking
go, guys. I'll see you next week.
before.
Yeah, that's the hottest one.
Lived up to the hype. It's a 5-alarm fire.
That's hilarious.
It's a 5-alarm fire.
It's a 5
Oh, is that great? How
fire,
you see
man.
those eyeballs expand for just like a half second?
The eyes told it all,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
there. That was.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
So we don't need to watch the rest of that video, but we saw him. That's a 19-minute video, and we saw him eat that sauce on 2 McNuggets.
Yeah.
Once again, we can guess here. How many we've seen him almost clear his plate of McNuggets when he's reviewing a sauce. How many total nuggets did he eat with that sauce poured on
Probably 4.
in that 19-minute video?
I bet 4.
10.
59. Oh, wait, that's McRibs.
I would say he might have even stopped there.
That's where I think too.
Everybody's in the ballpark except, was that you that said 10, Coach? 3.
Yeah, he did one more then.
He did one more.
One
He
more
ate,
nugget.
to kill time, he ate a McRib. He broke out a McRib and ate a McRib. Then he broke out, was it the Sweet Baby Ray's chicken sauce, and poured that on some nuggets. But he only had that Melinda's sauce on one more nugget. So that, he said, it's the hottest sauce he's ever had.
Now, another thing you can do with the McRib, I know you can do it on the app because it's an option on the app. I don't, in person, I'm sure you could just tell them not to put any sauce on the McRib. But on the app, you can order it with no sauce. So wouldn't it be interesting for him to order a McRib with no sauce? Mind you, I've got a McRib shirt on. No sauce, and then put his own sauce on said McRib.
People have already suggested that to him. He said, no, you should, you can only eat the McRib as it is served to you by those hardworking American patriots. The way it's the way it is. So, like, by my getting no pickles, I'm in violation of the McRib blueprint.
So he, to put it in some sort of sports analogy, he's a baseball purist when it comes to
exactly
McRibs.
Right.
I am a baseball fanatic when it comes to McRibs, but I am in favor of moving along baseball so it's more excitable to the newer generation of fans.
Okay.
In other words, I am pro instant replay in baseball.
Okay. Yeah, he's definitely from the no DH club when it comes to McRibs.
Exactly. Yeah. There's a nod. I knew once I went baseball, that would be analogies we could all work with here. Yeah.
Well, hey, I was pretty close to where the Astros work out, and I could get a McRib after 10 o'clock that day, and here in Pocatello, get them whenever I want. So imagine that.
Well, thanks, Billy D.
Oh, we got one more quick thing.
We got one more.
Yeah, we got one more. I saved the best for last.
Oh, awesome. Yeah, I like best for last. Yeah.
Yeah. From Vega. Let me paste this.
Oh, we got Vega. Oh, nice.
Yeah, save the best for last.
Nice. Oh, yeah.
So in this video, Vega does various cuss outs and shout outs.
No.
I will we can show his little intro here at the beginning of this video for the first minute.
To J Vega 419's 2020 holiday spec.
Now the title is Up Yours, Baby Jesus.
And obviously he meant the beer.
Yeah. Yeah.
From Duclaw.
Spectacular.
Let me back this up.
Welcome to J Vega 419's 2020 Holiday Spectacular. Now, I don't give a rat's ass if you celebrate Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, or you worship the Dark Lord Satan.
You know, I have a bone to pick already. We just had the most important holiday of them all, and that is Festivus.
That was covered this week by one of the MLDC, but I just didn't think there would be enough time.
Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, or you worship the Dark Lord Satan. Makes no difference to me. I just hope everybody enjoys themselves this time of year. We're going to do a couple things this evening. First and foremost, we're going to enjoy a delicious 40-ounce glass container of Colt 45 malt liquor. We're going to cuss out a couple mentally retarded fucking imbeciles.
Yeah.
And we're going to do a big list of shout-outs.
Oh.
Which I have written down, or is it wrote down?
Yeah, probably
Somebody
wrote.
correct me. I
Yeah.
can never get that shit right.
From your part of the word, it's
I got them right here.
probably wrote.
Because I'm old and I have Alzheimer's. Let's get to
That
it.
was good. I'll give it to him.
Okay, so jump ahead to 8 minutes, 10 seconons.
Oh, okay. 8 minutes.
He cusses out the usual suspects: dumb cunt, Reggie, dwarf, the P Glen.
Yeah.
Heaven is a place where you'll probably never ever go. Villain is a feeling when I'm killing with a wretched flow. Spitting.
Now, I definitely did not save the best for last. And a lot of people are not going to agree with this last group of shout-outs.
Oh, no charge.
These people do not do shit the right way. They drink the wrong shit.
Oh, or the right shit.
A lot of times they talk about the wrong shit.
Or the right stuff.
But they're getting a shout out anyway. For one simple fact.
It's got to be us.
They dish it out and they take it. They don't whine and cry and bitch and piss and moan about it.
I beg to differ.
Like Paleface does.
Yeah, Paleface.
So,
P Glen.
Shout out and happy holidays to Pencil Neck Mark, Milk Dud Head Joe D, Teen Wolf Tom, Zach Big Wheels, Bum Ass Ned Flanders, Andrew the Dwarf, and of course, Coach Ibn Osama bin Laden, aka Hobby. That's it, and that's all, folks. We're at the swill. Merry Christmas.
Yeah, because you
Happy
can't let that warm
Kwanzaa.
up. Oof.
I don't know what you say for Hanukkah. Happy Hanukkah. Dreidel, dreidel, dreidel. I don't know. Anyway.
And that is it from Vega.
Good.
Holiday shout outs from Vega.
Yeah, love them. Hey, holiday
Yeah,
shout
yeah,
out. Thank
absolutely.
you. And if I may, Joe,
Yes.
as usual, just my thank you is just again, Adam Yochanan Hagachaba, Habibi, Itu Ha Umich Gachaba, Habibi Hagachaba. And that just means I love
That'd
you
be
too.
funny if one of these days we had a translator and they were like, you know what you just said?
Yeah, so I gotta go. The FBI is fucking watching me. We can't do this. Don't do. Hey, that was cool. Hey, Vega, cheers to you. If you guys want to do it, cheers to Vega.
Yeah, cheers to Vega. Yeah,
absolutely. Hey, thank you, Billy D. We appreciate it.
We can cover Festivus next week.
Oh yeah.
Cheers to Vega and his dilapidated Nissan.
Oh, and next week we can cover Mrs. Vega's dilapidated Pontiac. We haven't even.
Oh, really?
Wow. His and hers, dilapidated vehicles.
Yeah, we have multi-dilapidated vehicles.
And if you got
Pontiac,
the dilapidated Nissan was bad.
a Pontiac is automatically dilapidated just because it's a Pontiac.
Right.
They're not made anymore, so they're automatically dilapidated.
Right.
That's funny.
Well, Joe was waiting for the malt liquor report to end so he could get the hell out.
So are you almost done with your big bottle?
I still have.
Oh, got about half.
Okay. I'm at the swill.
Okay.
I'm at the swill of the anchor.
Okay.
While these guys are gone, I'll just report to you. I'll give you the bad news and good news, Mark, and I'll show the label this year.
Yep, new artist.
The 2020 Anchor Merry Christmas, Happy New Year beer. We got some good news and bad news, Mark, with this label. The bad news is that since the beginning of this beer in 1975, James Stitt has done the artwork for this label. And the bad news is that for the first time in since this beer started, at the age of 93, James Stitt did not do the artwork this year for the first time. The good news is he's still alive. He's just retired.
Okay.
Got a new artist doing the label.
Happy holidays to James Stitt.
Yeah.
Right on. So you are about to. This is an annual tradition.
This is a Share Beer tradition.
So are you going to crack this open right now?
Joe, I cracked it open during the pre-show.
Oh, okay, that's right. Okay.
He's at the swill, like you said.
Yeah, I'm at the swill of this 50-ounce Anchor Christmas beer.
That's right.
Hey, enjoy. I gotta go. I love you guys.
Hey,
all right, Coach.
Hey, Coach.
Take care.
Take care, man. See you.
Talk to you soon.
Absolutely. We will talk to you soon. See you soon. Talk to you soon.
Here, I'll do this.
All that soon stuff.
All the soon stuff. So, what do you think of this year's variant? Whoa!
Whoa! Sorry about that. Oh,
yeah.
Sorry, oh.
We got more than the pencil neck.
You can edit that out.
That was that'll be on next week's rant.
You want to talk about pencils now? Come on.
I missed that. I was pouring my beer.
Did I not miss Joe talking about an 86-inch? Well, yeah.
Yeah. You're talking about all these big 82 and 86 inches, and Mark had to prove all that, small time.
Yeah, pencil, and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So I didn't miss much.
No. That's what you said.
I like it. So I will crack open another beer here. Now, I've got some choices. So I've got a couple from Left Hand Brewing. So I can crack open this.
Yes, you can. Because
the peanut butter milk stout.
Because, yes, you need to do that.
Oh, okay. Well, there we go. There.
I just made your choice for you.
Yep. Okay. So let's go into this since two of the three of us.
I don't have a glass. I'm just drinking it out of the can. Bum
has had this in the past.
Yes.
But
I've had it. It's been a couple weeks. This is the last, almost the last of our 6-pack.
Now let me see. Let me. I'm typing this into Untapped here. Let me make sure I do this correctly. Okay, so here's the general listing for this beer right here before I crack it open. Because I honestly can't remember the last time I had this. 25, basically 26,000 ratings on here. 2,800 in the last 30 days. 6.2% ABV.
Who's boss lady?
25 IBUs. And it gets a 3.89 bottle cap rating. Not the same as peanut butter chocolate stout.
Mm-hmm.
Rich milk chocolate notes team up with peanut buttery perfection for a deliciously chocolate duo. That's wow.
Oh, you got me, YouTube bandwidth. You're correct. You may have seen me in the last Old Navy commercial. I model stonewashed jeans for Old Navy.
Yeah. So here we go. So I'm going to crack mine open. I've got this Samuel Smith's glass, actually.
Okay.
A while. Now, to begin this whole process, though, we've got a cool tab there. What do you call that? Right?
Yeah, the little tab. I don't think mine had that.
And it's got a little, and if you look on it, it's got a little handprint on it too at the very top.
That's what I'm trying to show.
A little handprint on the top. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Left hand, right at the very top there.
Yep. Yeah. And it's actually proper. When you're looking at the top of the can, it's a left hand.
It is. Yep. Yep.
So that's the part that's kind of cool as well. So here we go. We'll crack open the can here live.
There you go. The boss is getting my glass. There you go. No smoke.
Pouring straight in.
Oh, that you.
I don't tilt too much. Look at the cascading nature of that beer.
Yeah.
That, oh my God! Even from here, look how far I have this away.
You can smell the peanut butter.
The peanut butter, you can smell like the lactose, like the nice creaminess of this thing.
Yeah. Yep.
I mean, it is humongous peanut butter.
Yeah. No,
it's a good one.
Yep.
So I'm doing the Tappa. Oh, do you actually have one right now, Bum?
No, I don't have one. I had one and I drank it weeks ago.
Okay. That's what I thought. Okay. So let me get a selfie of this beer, then we'll dig in, man.
Yep. The boss is just bringing me a glass. Keep delaying, Joe. Here comes the boss with the glass.
Oh yeah, no, we're good. I've got a lot more to describe here. So I'm pouring the last of my 12-ounce can. I think it's a 12-ounce, or is it an 11.2?
Thank you. Thank you, boss. Lady.
Is this what size is your 12? Okay, so 12 ounce can into here. I mean, humongous peanut butter. I'm still trying to give it the old.
Well, you can smell it from a couple feet away. I mean, it's a solid peanut butter.
Easily.
Yeah.
It smells now in the nose. I'm getting a lot of sweetness. I'm getting a lot of sweet peanut butter notes, not nutty as much.
No, it's
sweet, artificial kind of, if you will, peanut butteriness.
Peanut butteriness.
So right now, I'm sorry, Zach. Me and Mark happen to have the peanut butter milk stout from Left Hand.
Cool. Have you tried that one?
And we're both left-handed, so there we go.
That's why I feel like I'm missing out. I wish I would have gone further. Yeah,
it's very appropriate. And there you go, Bub. There's the hand right there. If you can see it.
Yeah, I guess the can that I had a few weeks ago had it, and I didn't notice.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's actually a nice little detail in this can.
First time I noticed that, actually.
Yeah. So, okay, medium bodied beer. I wouldn't call it super thin, but I wouldn't call it super heavy.
No.
Very drinkable though. I mean,
mine wasn't even in the fridge. Mine was just once again just sitting down here in the basement, on top of the beer fridge, and so it's at like 65 degrees probably.
So describe yours then.
Peanut butter forward.
Yeah.
And you do get the lactose, so that I would say it's kind of light to medium body. I mean, the lactose does give it a little bit of body, but it is. I think it's more natural than artificial peanut butter, but I mean, it's not really sweet. It's more creamy, but not super sweet.
Yeah,
I wouldn't say it's like it's not like a Reese's peanut butter cup.
Ooh.
It's not that sweet.
No, the nose to me is chocolate.
But the flavor isn't. The flavor is not sweet. No, the nose. You're right. The nose is sweeter.
Yeah. The nose is sweeter than it actually tastes.
Yeah. The flavor is more roasted peanuts, not sweet peanuts.
Yes.
Yeah. I think it would be organic peanuts from the southeast corner of Georgia. The soil is particularly arid and has a high level of phosphates, which gives the.
Would these be boiled peanuts or?
Yes, but boiled. But because of the slightly lower altitude at that portion of Georgia, it has to be at 211 degrees because it's not quite at sea level. So the boiling point is a little less. So it's about 211 and a half, and it's boiled for 3.64 minutes.
Okay. Not to be too specific, just off the top of my head.
No, I mean just randomly. Yeah, just guess. Just a guess.
Now, Zach, you're the one that has used peanuts in beer more than any of us have.
Peanuts in Georgia? Come on, I know my peanuts.
So, what are there different variants of peanuts? In other words, we have different kinds of potatoes, we have different kinds of this or that. Is there by names specific different kinds of peanuts that would be better in certain beers? How does this work?
Not that I've seen. I mean, they're all kind of about the same.
Okay.
I guess it would depend on, if you're unsalted, salted, roasted, all that stuff.
Right. But other than how they're processed, other than how, they're basically.
I'm sure there's peanuts all over the world. I don't know how much I guess you would say terroir matters when it comes to peanuts.
Isn't that something like pecans? Kind of, there's a difference, right? Like you'll hear different, at least regions of where pecans will come from, but peanuts, not so much.
Yeah, and peanuts, like, I don't think there's a lot of people just putting peanuts in the beer, because you're not getting a lot of flavor. It's usually some sort of a mixture, whether it's peanut butter or like most breweries, like what you're drinking now.
Yeah,
I could almost guarantee they're using something that's called PB2.
Okay, all right.
And that's just this.
You've mentioned that.
It's pretty much powdered peanut butter.
It's like dehydrated peanut butter. Yeah.
You've met, and as soon as you mentioned it, it was you've said it in the past, and
it's nuts are tough because they're real oily.
and
it's way too late in the show to say that, isn't it?
Yeah.
Might have to change the show title, Joe.
Yeah, the show title, I think,
because they're oily.
Yeah, nuts are tough. Like
because they're real oily.
Real oily. Yeah. Real slick.
Yeah, it's like trying to catch an oiled pig, isn't it? Like it's
depends on the night, right?
Yeah.
Hopefully, right?
A couple of mac ribs and a couple of beers, you don't know what's happening.
Yeah, I mean, we're a couple of mac ribs away from a party, is what that is.
Nuts is like grabbing a greased pig.
Yeah. Nuts are tough. I like that one. We definitely got the wrong show time.
You can buy PB2 at Costco. They sell it in big pails. It's like four pound pails of PB2.
That I'm actually putting that in the description with quotes.
There's some liquid versions of it too.
Okay. Old style beer brewed under the purity law of 1516. Who knew that?
Yeah.
Chad, he's drinking was that Reinheitsgebot, whatever they call it.
Yeah.
You know what? I think I got it. It took me like 30 years to remember the pronunciation. Reinheitsgebot. Is that it? Reinheitsgebot.
Oh, this is delicious, man. It really is. It
took me 30 years to learn that pronunciation.
Barley, hops, water. Yep.
This is an interesting peanut butter stout, milk stout.
Mm-hmm.
Because the way that Left Hand chose to go about this, it's very similar with the difference between Mother Earth and oh good God, what's the other brewery that
Belching Beaver.
Belching Beaver. Yeah, they're both very solid peanut butter beers, but one chose to go a non sort of sweet way and the other did. And although the sweet one's not bad, I definitely prefer the one that's not so sweet.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Not even a hint of sweetness, really.
Yeah.
There's a peanut butter Yeti now.
Beers.
Yeah.
This is an interesting. The other left-hand brewery that brewing beer that I have is a nitro, and it's called Bittersweet, an Imperial Coffee Milk Stout. I don't know if I'm going to get to that one tonight, but I'll get to that one eventually. And then I do have one that's from another brewery that's new to me, and a beer that's new to me from Slow Brew. You ever heard of them? Zach, they're out of California. Churro Stout.
Sure.
So, and they classify it as a pastry stout, is the way they call it on their can. But I mean, so far, all the beers that I've had from this last beer hall have been phenomenal. How you doing, Mr. Hightower? How you been, brother?
We just got done running errands. Went and bought my Christmas present.
Right on. What'd you get yourself?
Got myself some steel racking I got to put together. I got the 8-foot cross beams and 8-foot frames for the either end, and I picked up some 10-foot 1x6 I got to cut down.
That's some pretty serious shelving. What are you going to do with that? What are you putting on there?
It's my dad's railroad slide collection, probably about 90 or 100,000 slides in various metal cases.
Wow.
Yeah.
A lot.
Yeah, it's what happens when the man shoots for over 50 plus years or so.
Wow. Andrew, have you ever thought about getting those transferred?
I'm actually working on that right now. I got a pair of monitors I've got set up for my computer here, and I got to work on getting the correct batch scanner for them.
Yeah, slides are that weird division of photography and displaying that nobody can figure out what to do with them.
Yeah.
Well, the good thing, Bum, from what my dad shot is he shot Kodachrome.
Okay.
So, say slides that he shot 50 years ago, they look like they were shot yesterday. Also reference Paul Simon's song Kodachrome. That's what his song was about. If you're not a camera nut.
The problem with slides, though, kind of getting more to Bum's point, is
storage. I know.
Storage, and the farther we get in time, the less people that are using slides, and it just gets tougher and tougher.
Yeah.
Each year that goes by, you're getting farther and farther away from that technology.
Yeah.
And
have you thought, Andrew, about finding a service that will do that, high resolution batch? If you've got that much slides that you need shelving, you're going to need to live to 130 to handle the slides, I think.
I've got dad's stuff plus my own. I mean, I started shooting right after high school. I started shooting, and I still have my camera. It's a Pentax K1000.
And I don't want to dig too deep into this because this is a deep subject, but it might help somebody out there. There are apps on phones now that will do a decent job, not the greatest, but you can literally just take a photo of the damn slide and they'll convert it for you into a nice low resolution type of file
there we go.
There you are. Yeah, now we can see that guy. But you know what I'm saying? Like, not the highest quality resolution, but at least something that you can put digital that you can store much, much easier. And if you were to lose said slides, it's not a complete loss. You know.
I'm also planning on getting the largest external hard drive for storage anyway. So.
Yeah, no, because now see that you see all this is digging into me and Mark's realm right here. I definitely know something about storage because I buy a lot of external storage. To the point where I am actually actually for a few years now I've been meaning to get some sort of NAS device. And I'm way overdue for it. Tell you the truth, way overdue. I have too many files on too many hard drives. I'm way overdue for a NAS device.
Yep. And the other thing is I'm using this for my primary, like when I'm out, just taking pictures in general. That's the sad part. It's like I want a DSLR.
Yeah.
And
Well, see, that was exactly what I was talking about, though. There's a lot of apps that you can just take your phone out, take a decent photo, and the app will convert it for you. So, in other words, you're putting two slides down on the table somewhere, taking a picture of it.
yeah.
And that app will convert those slides into a nice photo, decent enough to print a 10 by 20. I mean, I'm sorry, 20 by 30.
Here's the funny thing. This has a better camera in it than this Canon ELPH that I bought probably 15 years ago.
No.
I mean, this shoots way better, way better images, and you can zoom out way the hell better versus this. You can only zoom out. I think it's
without question
10 power. I think.
The minute you've got to say 15 years, the technology in that phone is
yeah.
The minute you say 15 years, that's.
Here's
I can tell you right now, this right here will take.
Here's the other rabbit hole that Kodak dug, and they never followed through with it. They actually invented the digital camera, and they just put it on the shelf. They proved that the technology is there, and they did nothing with it.
I have to disagree with you. That's as much as you know. They sit back nice and quiet, and they collect a lot of money from the licensing, my friend.
Oh yeah, they sit back and collect it, but it's like at the same time they wound up digging the hole for Kodachrome and other film shooters.
Yeah, that.
Well, yeah, they do the licensing, but yeah, they didn't push it because they were making a crap ton of money selling film.
Yep.
And they continue to make a crap ton of money off of some of that licensing. Yeah. And look, if you're paying me lots of money and all I got to do is sit there and collect checks, I'm pretty quiet too, my friend. What need do I don't have any need to get out there, puffing my shirt or pounding my chest, letting the less it's like the mafia mentality. The less the tension, I'm still making tons of money. I'm making gazillions of dollars. What do I need to?
That's what Bum's got in his binders. Hush money.
It's hush money, exactly.
By the way, boys, I made a beer run today to my local Total Wine.
Wait a minute. Whoa.
Local beer.
No, not you, Andrew. What do you got there, man?
Hey,
you got a peanut butter stout as well. We'll crack
Badger Hill. There you go.
Look at you. Well, we are literally drinking. We'll crack one of them peanut butter stouts open and let's see what you got, baby.
This one's Wabasha Brewing, done right in St. Paul.
Yeah, Wabasha, whatever.
Then,
crack one of those.
Joe wants that peanut butter beer opened, Andrew.
And then I got another case of Axeman, different artwork here. But the best one I got chilling in the fridge, though.
Oy vey, him with the best one. Are you kidding me?
The best one's in the fridge.
Okay, it's in the fridge. All right.
You kind of build to the moment here, apparently.
Yeah.
He knows how to do it. This guy's he's a good teaser. We'll sit here and wait. We'll look at his big dilapidated water thermos here. And
Yeah, he's got his mug, and we got. Can we read the sign at the back by the window that says that looks like it's needlepoint way in the back?
In the old picture of white Jesus over here on the wall.
Yeah.
You know, it's always been so dark. We don't know what the hell's
This
going
is like a new world. Andrew's
Yeah.
world.
We've got like a firehouse sort of clock happening here on the wall.
Yeah. All right. So what do we got there, Andrew?
Yeah. What do we got?
Malt liquor.
This is a clue.
Okay.
Malt liquor.
English pint glass.
Malt liquor.
Oh,
Paper bag.
Malt bag. That's malt liquor. Oh.
Whoa.
Double shot.
Whoa.
You. Bend. What's the brewery? Bend what?
Bent Paddle.
Bent Paddle.
They're up out of Duluth.
Duluth.
Wow.
2020 double shot. Double.
Espresso coffee stout.
You've
Double
got a
black.
barrel aged, and there's double used twice in the title.
Black ale aged in oak barrels with vanilla beans and coffee added.
Yeah, and it's got double in the title twice.
It's got to be at least 38% ABV.
Yeah. So what? Wait. Okay, so what's the brewery? Andrew, what's the brewery, bro? I gotta look this up.
Bent Paddle.
Bent Paddle. Okay.
Bent Paddle. Like think canoe paddle. Bend it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's always a painful condition.
Yeah, that's a very painful. And the name of the beer is what?
2020 double shot, double black.
Double shot.
And it's even got a foil around the top here.
Wow. Okay, so we got barrel aged, and that's barrel aged, right?
Yep. It was a $25 bottle.
Look at you spending money. Wow. Yeah, so we got the 2020 version here. Okay, so check this out, kids. We've got 416 total, 196 in the last 30 days. This is the 2020 version. It's a vintage of the double shot, double black from 2016. Bent Paddle Brewing Company. It's classified as an imperial or double porter, 11.2% ABV. Look at you, Andrew.
We got smoke. We had smoke.
Got smoke, 52 IBUs, 4.38 bottle cap rating. Look at that. Okay, we'll go into the description. Let's let Andrew pour.
Pinky out. Pinky out.
Yeah. Is he pinky out? Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Yeah, the other pinky we cannot see. It's off camera. I think that one's fully erect. That's what's happening over there. That's what's happening. Oh, and he licks the bottle. Nice. But I think he had two erect pinkies there, actually. One off camera. Two pinkies were off camera. We couldn't see the other one. Thank God.
Oh, this is tasty, Joe. I mean, literally.
Yeah, look at that.
We're like beyond used motor oil thick.
Yeah.
And so it's got like a thin head, kind of like a Guinness, but it doesn't settle. It's not settling down like a Guinness would.
Okay.
I just got back. I heard the word erect. That's all I heard.
So you need
This is very tasty. I mean, you can taste the bourbon in this. You can taste the coffee up front. I mean, it hits you. It hits you like a freight train.
It should. Yeah, that's. You should have lots of chocolate notes in there.
Oh, big time. Right. I mean, just one little sip and bam.
Now describe the coffee to me, brother. Now, so are you getting like, is the coffee kind of like a coffee bean, ground coffee, or like a brewed cup of coffee?
I think this is more like say a dark roasted coffee bean.
Okay.
Kind of like the flavor before you grind it. But it's got like a really rich flavor to it, and it is strong. I mean, if you want to get into like, it'd be like almost like an espresso kind of coffee, but the bean would actually be like a really good dark
Now, you see, I love that description because that exact, I'm going to use word for word, if you don't mind, Andrew, when I describe my personal beans to Loretta later, I'm going to use all that.
And you can taste the vanilla bean that's in this too.
Yeah,
Oh, she'll taste that too, Joe.
Yeah, I will put all that in my description to her.
Taste the vanilla, Loretta.
Yes.
Taste the vanilla.
Yes.
Yeah,
You'll get a little hint of chocolatiness, a lot of real roastiness in these beans.
The chocolate.
Just a couple of beans, strudel. Couple of beans, a vanilla stuffed strudel.
Yes, slightly aged in some barrel, something I don't know, and I don't know. Just
aging your strudel in a barrel.
Strudel.
It's bent paddle, Zach.
Yeah, and it's a bent paddle.
Oh,
there, you know what I'm saying? Just grab the paddle and kind of sway that sucker a little bit, and just concentrate on those beans. Just work those beans a little bit.
I just saw the.
Andrew, you didn't talk about my Mac rib shirt, man. Look at this thing.
Hey, I just seen it, man. You just caught my attention with it.
Look at this thing. And this is a Mac rib shirt in a real man size right here. This is real men size shirt right here, man.
Does the commish have one yet?
Heck no. Nobody has one of these. This is only by the true Mac rib fan, and that it comes from craft beer once again. We are doing it right. You know why the commission don't have one? Because look at this. That's got extra sauce on it, baby. Look at that. He don't put extra sauce on there. The chairman does not put extra sauce on there.
Well, you don't know what he does when the camera's off, Joe.
Yeah.
I don't. So I had to jump out right when he was going through his ghost pepper sauce. Did he end up thinking it was hot, or?
Yeah. Oh yeah, that was a 20-minute video almost. Yeah. He only put it on 3 of the.
Huh? Yeah, I would try it. I love hot sauce.
Yeah, I would try that too. He ended up killing time in that video by eating a McRib, of course.
Joe, we should do a bring your favorite hot sauce. Oh, share a beer.
Whoa, what was that? Oh man, I need to replay that one. That one was good.
Favorite hot sauce.
Yeah, you know what? I'm not an aficionado of hot sauce.
I think I'm gonna buy another one of these and just let it sit on the shelf.
There you go.
Oh yeah. See, if I had your money, Andrew, I'd do the same thing. I'm on a budget.
Yeah, he's saving up for a TV.
I'm saving up for a TV.
More camera gear.
More camera gear, exactly. Yeah.
Joe's going to start and drink malt liquor for the next 2 years so he can afford his TV.
Now Lupe Jerry says yuck, and then 40 ounce says that Mac rib looks burnt.
On your shirt?
On my shirt. I don't know, man. This thing looks delicious.
That looks like right out from under the heat lamps. It looks perfect.
That's right. I mean, that thing's probably only been under the heat lamps for 6 hours.
That's kind of, it's somewhere between like 1 hour and 5 hours and 38 minutes is about right for heat lamps.
I
mean, who wants a fresh Mac rib? I want to go into my McDonald's drive-thru at 5 o'clock in the afternoon, and I want that Mac rib that's been under the heat lamp since 1:04.
You set them straight, man. That's what's up. That is exactly what's up right there.
That's what it's the sauce just right there. Oh.
I have to admit, I am dying to open one of these churro stouts, man.
Sounds good. I wonder if it'll be a little bit lighter, or
yeah. Take your guess on what this will be. So because I am, now that you mentioned that, I am guessing
11.2 ABV, by the way, guys.
Yeah, we covered that. So we've got. I would imagine that this one here will be kind of thin to medium bodied. It better have cinnamon in it. I haven't read the description that's on the can, but it better.
I'm afraid to say this, but I really want to taste the doughy, like
the breadiness,
the doughy inside of it.
Yeah.
No, that's not that bad, Zach.
Yeah. Well, it is actually.
You never know.
You know,
we've heard worse.
Yeah, that's so let me share the screen with you guys, man. the 580 total, 102 in the last 30 days, 7.5, 15 IBUs, 3.74 bottle cap rating. Love this description, super simple and quick. Toasted chocolate, vanilla, and cinnamon.
Okay, well that's what you better get.
That's what we better get. And I like this photo because you've got toasted cinnamon and you've got it next to the fire. So we better be getting some of that. Good photos of this beer. That way I don't have all the pressure on me to show my beer like crazy. Yep. There we go. Good.
It's got some red. If you go back one picture, well, that one in the curved glass. No, forward. You can see it had a little bit.
Oh yeah, that one. Yeah, a little red on the bottom.
It's not motor oil. It's got some burgundy or brown to it.
Yeah, moving forward,
not totally opaque. Yeah,
this is actually a good photo as well, Zach, because it's showing as as you're sipping the beer that it's pretty much what you can expect. Yeah. This one, absolutely.
Yeah,
it's supposed to be a stout. Yeah, that's
yeah. So I'm gonna crack this one open. I don't have good glassware for it. I have to admit. I have my traditional IKEA. What is IKEA? Swedish. My Swedish glass imported from China back to Sweden and into America.
Okay.
So that's a description of my
just
mug.
like our chicken nuggets.
Just like, well, kind of. Our chicken nuggets are well more traveled than that. Are you kidding me? And actually, that's just flat mystery meat. We have no idea. It is not confirmed what's actually in a chicken.
No.
So
that
if I eat
that would ruin it. If we knew what was in it, that would ruin
it. That would ruin the whole
You'd
thing.
eat a McNugget if you knew what was in it.
We actually have no idea what the Mac rib is either.
No,
it could be the same stuff.
Told you, I for years I've been of the opinion that the same material that makes up the Mac rib makes up the Mac nugget.
When you call something you eat material, that automatically makes it.
Extruded material.
That makes it so much more delicious, doesn't it, Mark?
Oh,
I think the Mac rib would be better if it was breaded. Like a chicken nugget.
Oh no! We've had this discussion. We didn't talk about it. Was it last week?
Oh, yeah, we talked about the fried one. I
yes.
Remember.
If you deep fried it, all they would have to do is take said Mac rib patty that is stamped a rib on one side and just put it in the fryer with the fries. And I am convinced it would be boosted in flavor.
Is the rib sauce the same as the regular barbecue sauce?
I have no idea.
No clue either.
And you know why? Because someone does Saucy Saturday and hasn't reviewed the sauce for us. So we have no idea. We wait on the chairman. He's called our chairman for a reason, and we have no idea.
We look to the chairman for guidance.
He has given us no guidance.
No guidance.
Here we go. Let's see if we get smoke out of this one. Near
like a country, I know.
Oh, no smoke whatsoever out of California for this churro beer. But we go straight in as usual. Look at that. Look at that cascading action there, kids. Well, it cascades.
Is that a nitro or you just
no?
Oh, okay.
Nitro. I just kind of always go straight in.
Just putting it to the test.
Yeah, I like going straight in. I actually do. I would rather see all this carbonation. I would rather that go in the glass than in my belly.
You like going straight in, huh?
I do. I go straight in. You know what I'm saying? Just ask her. She'll tell you. I'm
Straight
all
in with no head.
Yeah, there's no mystery there. We're in. You know what I'm saying? There's no are you in yet? No.
No head whatsoever.
No,
Straight
no.
in. Joe really likes that head to pop.
That's right. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I like it. Actually, in the nose at least, big cinnamon. Immediate. That's my immediate impression. Big cinnamon.
It was on the label.
Slight breadiness, not overdone. Slight breadiness in the nose, but a little roastiness. Oh man, cinnamon in the taste. Not a lot of. I wonder if I should have had this just a little colder. I'm thinking it needs to be 45 to 50 degrees. Not necessarily, because by now it's kind of room temperature. I'm thinking it needs to be a little more chilled. But
There you go, YouTube bandwidth. Glad I could help you run barefoot. It's so 2010 now, but that's still good.
Oh man, this is pretty good.
You get cinnamon? Are you getting chocolate?
Than left hand?
I'm getting cinnamon. I'm getting breadiness.
Okay.
I'm lacking the vanilla, but you shouldn't really get chocolate in a churro. You know what I'm saying? Like,
No, that's more what you dip it in.
unless you dipped it, yeah. But there's no sort of chocolate in churros typically. So you would
How's
expect.
the body? Do you get that, like, I was saying, like, doughy?
Yeah, I am getting that breadiness, actually, that kind of donut breadiness. I am.
Yeah.
It's a little bit there, but again, I wish I would have had a little chilled, a little colder.
True.
I think it's just a little too warm for this.
Now the question is, Joe, is this better than a churro you could get through the Taco Bell drive-through, or what?
Oh, are you kidding me? The minute you mentioned Taco Bell, you know it's not as good as that.
Yeah, okay.
Talk amongst yourself.
Time to drain the churro. Okay.
That's true. I love churros.
Boy, I think this is unprecedented for a 2-hour show for Joe.
Yeah.
3 times.
Yeah, he's a trucker usually.
Well,
Yeah.
look at what
Yeah.
we did a couple years ago.
I think he had some pre-show beers, is what I'm thinking.
That,
Yeah,
or he
possibly.
forgot his cup that he usually has under his table.
Right.
We just never see it.
Remind me to tell you guys a story off air regarding my dad when I was a kid.
There you go. Those are always the best. So, what's everybody doing for their New Year's Eve, New Year's food?
I got to work.
Me too, Zach. Same thing. This year, Christmas and New Year's is just taken up with work and waking up, going to bed early, waking up early. It's shot to hell this year for me.
We're doing seafood of some kind on New Year's Eve, probably crab legs, and then doing a ham on New Year's. So.
Mom and I usually have family over and we play cards, but being with the combination of my work schedule and the Kung flu, it's like social distancing. We're not doing that this year.
You know what? This beer was rated a 3.74. I'd give it more of a 3.5. Decent beer, but not.
40 ounce vodka. I'm happy you aren't fully enjoying that craft churro drink.
Yeah, of course he's not. Yeah, it's okay. You know what I'm saying? You're getting some hints of stuff. The cinnamon is definitely there. I don't know about the vanilla, and again,
would you say it's your typical pastry stout?
It's a very
Isn't that how you feel every time you drink a pastry stout? That you're just like, the name got me, and I could taste it, but
a nostalgic beer. You know what? That's a fantastic point, Zach. Thank you. It's one of those beers I wouldn't buy again. You know what I'm saying? I've got a 4-pack of this, so I'm glad I do, because again, I think some beers, of course, need to be more chilled. Some beers need to be served at room temperature. For example, like the rest of this Willatize that I have here. Now, this, on the other hand, room temperature, pulling out, like Mark described, if you pulled it out, never refrigerated it, it's just at room temperature, you just cracked it open like if you were across the pond somewhere. This beer has gotten so much better. No charge.
I think that's one of the reasons why the German beer purity laws exists.
Yeah, but okay, but in all fairness, I lived in Germany for a while, and their beers are chilled, just not as cold as we do. Some of their beers they'll pull off the shelf, but this one here, this Willatized coffee stout aged in rye oak barrels, and in all these sort of descriptions that they have on the beer, you start getting, this churro is more of a. It's not an aged beer and all these sorts of things. It's not that sort of thing. It's more of a nostalgic sort of thing, right? It's not necessarily it's their attempt at making something kind of cute, if you will. And yeah, would I buy it again? Probably not. Don't do it every year. I hope they don't do it every year. It's not something I'm looking forward to. I'm telling you right now.
This beer's going further towards a 3 as you speak, I think.
The cinnamon is there. The cinnamon is there. The whole stout part of it, I'm struggling with. Stouts.
I think a churro would make a better blonde ale.
Ooh.
Or like a cream ale. I think a churro, because when I think churro, I don't think dark and roasty. I think like light and doughy with cinnamon and some like sugary notes. Like,
yeah.
I don't ever think chocolate, coffee, roasty.
Great point. See, that's why we have someone like Zach in here. It's exactly a great point. That is a great point. You're right.
Even an amber ale, an amber ale might be good because you could get that breadiness, pull in some of the caramels as well.
That's a fantastic point. And as I'm sipping this one, you're
a churro cream ale sounds pretty good though.
You nailed it, man. You nailed it. They went the wrong style on this one. That's kind of the
happens. It's just the pastry stout world.
And to your point, we don't never necessarily write home to mama about. We've talked about this, right, Bum? Like we don't necessarily write home to mama about particular styles of beer. Brown ales, as much as I love brown ales, maybe some old ales, sure.
Brown ale, old ale, ESB.
But there's certain particular styles. A Pilsner, for Christ's sake, you don't write home to mama about a Pilsner. Even blonde ales, all those styles you just mentioned. But in a pastry, a pastry beer, yeah, we don't write home about those, right? That's a good one, Zach. That's kind of to that sort of conversation that we've had in the past about particular styles of beer. Yeah, pastry beers aren't one of those styles that we necessarily write home about, right? Versus and your light ales, I mean your light lagers, your those sort of beers like your Pabst and so forth. Those are nostalgic beers. Those are beers you do write home about, mostly because they're memory beers. That's what I call them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's not necessarily the beer itself, in as much as it's the memories that go along with it. My
legacy beers.
Thank you. Legacy beers. Legacy beers. Yeah. It's not necessarily about that particular beer, the way it tastes. It's about its name, its reputation, it's what it represents, that sort of thing. Yeah.
I gotta go, guys. I'll see you next week or New
All right,
Year's.
Zach. See you next week. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, Zach.
Here, my friend. Absolutely. Yeah, great spark of conversation though before he goes out. Pastry beers, even though this is a pastry stout, how many pastry beers have you had, Mark, that you necessarily are like, you know what?
I've really only had probably 2 or 3 pastry stouts. I mean, there's a lot more on the shelf that I haven't had. I just don't.
Yeah.
I don't seek them out as a style.
You know what? As soon as he framed it in that manner, I immediately went to one of those English beers. You might remember me from about 10 years ago when I first had that banana. It's not a banana nut bread, a banana bread beer.
Wells banana bread beer.
Yes. Yep. And that's one of those beers you're like, you think in your mind banana nut bread beer, but their description of it is banana bread beer. And to me, that's a very specific thing. Anyway, at the point that I had it, granted, this is well over 10 years ago, it underwhelmed me. It was like, okay, had this beer. It's okay. It's not something I'd go back to, and I haven't since then. You can't get me to buy that beer since then. It's a one and done, and I feel very similar about this one. Now, granted, this is the first of a 4-pack. I hope that having it a little more chilled, not quite 32 degrees chilled, but somewhere in that 45-degree range.
Put it in the fridge for like 25 minutes, something like that. Yeah.
I think and we know this, right? Because there's certain beers, certain flavors, as they hit our palate, need to be in a particular refrigeration, right, to cover up some flavors and to heighten other flavors. And I feel like it would come out a little more with this one. I'm not saying that it would make it a 4 bottle cap beer for me, but I think it would raise it from a 3.5 to a 3.75 for me. Right now, it's a solid 3.5.
Yeah, I'd try the next one just slightly chilled, maybe like 50, 55 degrees.
Yeah.
Well, for you in Phoenix, chilled is like 80, so maybe just drop it down a little bit.
That's true. Absolutely. Yeah. It's beer is fun, isn't it? It is. It's fantastic. I mean, as we've experienced just last week, we all had a new craft beer. Well, some of us had a new craft beer called 45, a new craft beer. And not as bad as I would love to have dinged on it pretty hard, but wasn't really that bad.
I'm just truly sorry that you couldn't have gotten that a week earlier, and we could not have all washed down our Mac ribs with the cold 45.
I know, that would have been awesome. Huh?
That was my goal, actually.
Yeah. That would have been awesome. But
next year.
Yeah, hey, next year, and what I'm looking forward to, and that can actually lead to maybe in this next conversation, going into the new year. What I'm looking forward to is a few things happening. Right, I'll finally have Yingling hopefully this time next year, available in my area. We can all possibly get Yingling, whatever Hershey's or whatever sort of new variant of Yingling, hopefully in our areas. That'll be a national release. Maybe, hopefully, we can all have some variant of Yingling with a Mac rib on the Share a Beer show next year. Hopefully, without some variant of COVID.
You never know.
You never know, right? I tell you, man. Andrew, let me get to you, Mr. Hightower. How's your mom, man? Let me just ask you straight up.
She's doing good. Ever since the Kung Flu came about, she's basically been staying home, unless she actually has to go to the doctor, and then she goes out. Other than that, she stays in the house.
Okay. And has she ever tested positive or?
Nope.
Okay. Good. Good.
She doesn't have a driver's license anyway, so I'm her taxi.
Okay. Well, yeah, that's I have to tell you, my mom is positive. It does. But yeah, that's why I ask, man, because these things affect now, thankfully it hasn't affected my mother as it has others, and she's been just fine. But yeah, you never know, right? It's that big mystery. And you would rather not know than know, right?
Yeah.
It's one of
You'd
those.
rather not know, and then yeah, exactly. Yeah, you don't need to test it out.
Yeah. So
the last time I got majorly sick was last year, about February or March, and I had type A flu with a bronchitis chaser. And I was down for a week. I wasn't going to try and get on the beer show that Saturday, but it was like, no, I'm sicker than a dog, ain't happening. And that was before COVID even got here.
Yeah, well, that was right on that cusp, right? You might have
just before it. Yep.
Yeah, you might have had it and didn't know it even at that time. It was that period.
Yeah, but the problem. But here's the thing about it is, you've got the insurance industry. They're making hospitals and clinics claim that other various ailments that are not even COVID related are COVID related. So if you go in with a broken arm or a broken leg, oh, right away COVID. Well, clinic or the hospital gets more money because of it. I know it's conspiracy theory, but that's basically the way I've been seeing it.
Mm-hmm. So one other thing I wanted to get to before we end this show, because this is the last show for this year, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
This is it. We love lists, so I'm going to get to a list here.
Speaking of the New Year, if I get on your New Year's show, it's going to be about 1 a.m. Central Time on the 1st.
Okay. Well, I'm going to share this list. Untapped has.
Now, wait a minute. There was that image before this one. What was that other image there? Never mind.
That must
have been a red dress.
That was a figment of your imagination. I don't know what list you were talking about, but there's a couple of levels here, according to the Surgeon General. I don't know. They're kind of dark brown levels, and he's smiling a lot. I don't know what's happening there.
No, that's not the one I was looking at. Okay, let's go back.
He's coming out of the closet about it.
Let's talk about the list. Forget the ad on the side.
This is the Untapped Year in Beer 2020. Top 10 most checked in breweries. Okay. BrewDog, Number 1, and we won't go into the numbers. We'll just go down the list. Treehouse Brewing. Number 2.
Half of those check-ins were from Tom and Jonathan.
Exactly. Other half Brewing, Founders Brewing, Sierra Nevada Brewing.
I can believe that.
New Belgium, Ruth Island, Bells, and Lagunitas.
Yeah.
Well, I did 8 out of 10.
Yep. So which ones didn't you have? Was it
Treehouse and
Brewdog?
no, I Brewdog. I had Brewdog.
Okay. Yeah, I haven't had any Brewdog this year. I don't know. Have I had Treehouse this year? I think so. Yeah, I think we had Treehouse at the beginning of the year.
Brewdog has a Pittsburgh location, Mark.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, they do.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
They opened up a Pittsburgh tap room.
Aren't they the ones that have the beer hotel in Columbus too?
Yeah, they do.
I wonder how that opened up right before COVID.
And the Pittsburgh location opened up right before COVID too.
That opened up.
And they have an airline. They
Yeah.
have an airline
Yeah.
that flies every once in a while, or used to fly every once in a while. Every single time that airline flies, it's not always Brewdog, but it's kind of like a NASCAR sort of thing. So they sponsor every so many flights, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, other half is the other one that I didn't have. That and Treehouse. The other 8 I had.
Okay.
Havana says he's eating a steak sub. Steak subs are good. I like steak subs.
Yeah.
Oh, the chairman is still here.
Of course he is. Where else would he be?
Yeah.
This is the place to be.
Doesn't want to miss out on anything.
I love a list, and I think the lists are fantastic. And so, of course, this time of year, I've got more lists I could go into, but they're actually audio related, and not beer related. But this one was pretty good. That is the Untapped, which is becoming more and more, even in the beer stores. You can't necessarily just sit down and drink a beer. They have a screen or even 2 up to show you what are the breweries or the beers that are popular in your area. Untapped is just becoming more tied to beer. It's just more.
Have you guys been in a local brewery that has an Untapped sponsored menu screen for them, and then when you check in, your check-in shows in at the bottom?
Yeah. Yep.
Have you seen that, Joe?
It's fantastic. It actually is.
Yeah.
It's
supposedly it costs those breweries a couple $1,000 a year to have.
Oh, well, yeah, and we know that because Zach's been on here talking about how much.
Oh, okay.
I think it cost $1,100 or $1,200 a month, Mark.
Yeah,
it's something like that. Yeah, it's a lot of change.
But
that's right. He said he won't do it. Right.
Was Great Divide.
In one of those breweries that actually pays the money and uses that functionality, it's fantastic as a consumer because you can go in there, dial up the menu, order, and everything from Untapped. It's fantastic.
Yep, and you can check in, and your name pops up on the screen, and everybody goes, "Oh, congratulations!"
Yeah, it is. It's a good experience as a consumer. Now, what's the value of that? I guess that would depend on each individual brew pub or brewery.
Yeah.
If it's worth, Now Zach has said I will not pay that money. And
the last one I was in that did it was the Great Divide Tap Room in Denver, and that was I guess 2019. It was like September 2019. and they had it. So you can order on there, and then you check in, and then your name pops up on the feed. It's like a ticker, it's like a stock ticker, just showing everybody checking in and different things. So
it's fantastic. It really is. As a consumer, that's all I can speak for. I'm not a brewer. A lot of the breweries that I go to here in Phoenix have it. I mean, it's phenomenal. You go in there, you scan their barcode or their QR code, and that's it. The menu's there, the full menu, not just the beer menu. Their food menu, everything will be in there. If they're having a sale, whatever is happening, it's in there. I mean, there are things that have come out of this COVID that have been phenomenal. Things that have happened in the Corona have been phenomenal.
I wonder if Zach's gonna maybe implement like an iPad system for, like, say if someone wants to order food or whatever.
Yeah, we've talked. Well, he doesn't have food, as you know, and we talked about that.
But as far as like saying you've got a certain table, you've got an iPad on each table in the brew pub. It's like you can keep track of who wants what for a beer.
Yeah, no, you're if you're holding your breath waiting on Zach, he's not going to do it. That is not going to happen. You too bad with this. The chairman knows who I am.
He's a trusted friend.
Shame on the rest of you.
KAG.
Who the hell's KAG?
And Vega says, you guys talk a big audio game. It's time for you music show program rock bum.
No, prog rock as in progressive.
Oh.
Vega, I'll go head to head to you anytime. And yes is not overrated as long as you narrow it down to their classic era.
Yeah. I think it's a Vega bum prog rock showdown.
I've got some CCG coming this week.
John Fogerty, CCG. Oh, that's CCR. Okay.
Yeah, I'm sorry, CCR. I'm sorry. Yeah, but I do have some extreme classic rock. I've got that one guitarist with the beard and the hair, Unplugged, that I just got recently. The MTV Unplugged. I got that 180 gram remastered. It checks all the boxes as far as audio quality, audiophile quality. There's a lot of classic rock that I've gotten recently. Absolutely, I actually get more vinyl every week than I care to admit. That is for sure. I don't keep track of it. I don't want to keep track of it. It's yeah, that would probably.
Okay, so Bum, I'm going to ask you, outside of Yes, prog rock, who would you do number 2 and 3?
Rush,
ELP.
Yeah, ELP's up there with me too.
Okay. All right, I would put Rush. Yep. Who else? I'm not a huge prog rock guy, so
I love King Crimson, the older King Crimson.
King Crimson, okay, that would be good. Yeah, I'm not a huge. I've got Yes and Rush and Emerson, Lake and Palmer. Those are the 3 that I'm really been doing. But there's a lot of other stuff that is just off, way off in left field stuff.
It's a genre of music that is best handled or was best handled by good musicians. Mm-hmm. And as I've delved deeper into it, I've realized that when you don't have the creative people putting out that music, it's actually pretty lame when you don't have creative people.
No, it takes, for that kind of for prog rock, I would agree that you really have to, not only do you have to be able to play the instrument, but you have to be able to write songs and understand music and, Yeah.
It's composition and playing.
Yeah. And don't worry, Steele. I probably did gain about 2 or 3 ounces, but I'm going to go out and run tomorrow morning and burn all that off so I can maintain my pencil neck physique.
Yeah.
So if you want to try to chase me down tomorrow, come on out to Georgia, and we'll go for a 5-miler.
And Jay Vega just mentioned Dream Theater. He has asked me about them before. Jay Vega ought to meet my best friend of 40 some years, who's like the hugest Dream Theater fan.
Yeah.
I like them, but I just cannot bring myself to love them. So, but you know what? Just the fact that Vega likes Dream Theater and is a fan, he has my respect.
Yeah.
My ultimate respect for him liking them.
And speaking of progressive rock, wasn't it Rush's drummer just passed away? I think just
Neil Peart, almost a year ago, Andrew, January last year.
Oh,
January this year.
Okay.
Coming up on a year. Yeah.
Pray for Rush Limbaugh, he says.
Yeah, that's the one thing about it. Doesn't matter if you're talking progressive rock or even the older stuff. The one thing I will say is, and I will tip the hat to the artists that literally have a pen or pencil in hand that wrote all the songs. I mean, like you look at Rush, and one of their trademark tunes is Tom Sawyer.
Mm-hmm.
And someone when their drummer passed away, they took a picture of his drum kit from above, and it looked like the drummer for ZZ Top's setup. It's like the drummer in the middle literally drums all around him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Frank Beard. Yeah,
Frank Beard.
from ZZ Top. Yeah,
it's funny because especially in recent times, in the last year, we could definitely have more of a music show than a beer show for sure. It would be more of a music show with a beer tie-in than anything else, because there's definitely more of us that are into music one way or another, right? For sure, me and Mark definitely are. Bum definitely is. In our different ways, and it's a lot of fun. It's I definitely order a lot of vinyl.
Hey Joe, did you you know that real bluesy version of After Midnight that Clapton plays every once in a while?
on Unplugged. Yeah.
That's the album I just got.
He actually
a bearded guy.
that version. He actually wrote that version for a Michelob beer commercial in 1987. You can actually go on YouTube, type in Eric Clapton Michelob commercial, and you'll hear that riff in the background.
Mm-hmm. I remember it well, and I remember all the Clapton fans at the time cussing him out.
Yeah.
I actually love that song. I love it. I love that particular version of it.
Oh, man.
He loves the effect he got by doing that too. For sure.
Got that. There is a remaster done of that. It is audiophile quality on 180 gram 2LP vinyl that I just got. It just
okay.
I
bought that unplugged version of Eric Clapton. Yeah, it's phenomenal.
I've got his version, his 4-disc cross. I think it's his 4-disc cross.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. So Vega, are you a bass player or guitar player, Vega, or both? I think because you mentioned orange amps. So are you bass or guitar or both? because I can tell by your comments. I'm not a guitar player, but I can tell by your comments that you are a guitar geek. So, super light strings.
Yeah, and I'm about, you know what? I'm about to type this out, but I won't type it out. If there's any audio evidence of those light strings of Billy Gibbons, it's that ending solo on La Grange. Sounds like those things are going to snap every time he hits them.
Yeah, yeah. But I wonder what quality is it? Well, it's the diameter of the strings, I'm sure. Yeah, so they're just like totally.
Back in the day when Stevie Ray Vaughan was playing, they literally had to put bass strings on his guitars for just how hard he played the strings.
Really?
Or else because if he played his guitar so hard that, I mean, he didn't just like strum the strings. I mean, he dug into them. I mean, they like what he would normally use for his guitar strings were basically like almost piano strings in diameter.
No kidding. I did not know that, Andrew.
Yeah, he was a hard guitar player.
Mm-hmm.
Anything but gentle on his strings.
Did you ever see him play live, Andrew?
No, but I wish I have.
Yeah.
If I could turn back the clock, the shit I could change, and I would change. Number one would be telling him not to get on that helicopter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw him, I believe 6, possibly 7 times.
Yeah.
And
that's pretty good.
I'm not much for like being a country music fan, but the one group that's country that I do like is the Highwaymen, and if you don't like the Highwaymen, you're wrong.
Bash your head.
The country music is like the traveling Wilburys to rock and roll.
Oh, you mean the Highwaymen as in Waylon Jennings and
Booyah.
Yeah, okay.
Willie and Waylon. Yeah.
And what, Chris Christopherson?
Christopherson and Cash.
Back in the early 80s. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it chat says some of the band members of Sonic Youth lived on the same street as my school.
Heard about the crash on the way home. Oh wow. There's some last show Stevie Ray ever played, Alpine Valley. Heard about the crash on the way home. Yeah.
Yeah, I still remember getting the phone call at work from my friend telling me about it.
Yeah.
Waylon Jennings, up until the day he died, he regretted giving his plane ticket to another artist.
Buddy Holly.
Plane ride. Yep.
The Buddy Holly plane. Yep.
Yep. He regretted that up until the day he died.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would be an interesting deal if we were to just have a show on music and have beer intertwined in it. That'd be maybe something we need to do.
Vega just listed, or I'm sorry, Steel Worldwide just listed his favorite band, the Proud Boys.
Yeah, yeah.
They're a country band, right?
Yeah,
I think they are.
Rockabilly.
Aren't the Proud Boys in the same league as what's the name of that group?
The Oak Ridge Boys.
No. Was it Nickelback or something?
Nickelback.
Yeah, the Proud Boys and Nickelbacks. Yeah, same genre.
Isn't Nickelback out of Canada?
No, I think it's more along the lines of Guns N' Roses, but I just.
Oh no, the Backstreet Boys.
Typical boy band. Yeah.
Oh man.
See what we did here, Joe?
Yeah. I would hate to admit there's a person that I've got almost all their albums, and I hate to even admit it. It's ridiculous.
Olivia Newton-John?
No, it's not. It's not that bad, but it's not far away from that. Yeah. Way the hell more modern.
Dolly Parton?
Definitely female pop from the last couple of years. Definitely.
Taylor
Shania
Swift.
Twain?
No, you'd never guess. This would be too old.
That's your secret, though. You just keep...
Britney Spears.
Yeah, that's still way too old. Yeah, it's literally the last couple of years. Yeah.
Oh, what's her name? Billie Eilish.
Lady Gaga.
Billie Eilish, though, has gotten even a lot of respect from gray hairs. Billie Eilish is such a good songwriter. She's gotten a lot of respect from even gray hairs older than myself.
Yeah.
She's made some fantastic music, but it's not her. No.
Yeah.
Ariana Grande.
Okay, yeah, I mean, I've heard of her, but never checked her out.
Yeah, that little kid is produced some fantastic music, apparently, because I have most of her darn albums. Yeah, it's ridiculous. I'm like, am I a fan of Ariana Grande, for Christ's sake? Like, do I really?
You are.
I guess so.
Now the question is, do you have an Ariana Grande poster on the ceiling above your bed?
I don't have them. I don't have them hung up, and I haven't hung out at some place where she's supposed to show up at and go, oh, I haven't done that yet.
Well, yet.
Right. But I do have posters because they're included in the vinyl. That's
there you go.
I just haven't hung them up yet. But yeah, it's that's scary. That's scary. I was like, that was brought to my attention. You might be a bigger Ariana Grande fan than you want to admit. And I'm like, what are you talking about? Well, you've got all but one of her albums. What are you talking about here?
Says, wait, but I got her other album that's showing up next week from Amazon, so I'll have all of them.
Well, I'll fix that. I'll just go to that last album right now.
Prime, baby, it's showing up tomorrow.
Yeah, I'll fix that right now. I'll fix that as the show is being recorded right now. That's right. Yeah. So the chairman's clearing up my choices in music right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is ridiculous. It's very. I can admit it. I mean, it's absolutely ridiculous.
Oh, by the way, the alcohol is hitting me from this. This is a good story.
Don't fall over, Andrew.
God help us all.
See, if you fall over, it might register on the Richter scale, so just be careful.
Yeah.
This one's great. Your bum is so white.
Where have you been, Chairman?
You know what? It's funny because I was playing Marvin Gaye's album just the other day, and God, it's funny because the one step for that same album sold out immediately. I mean, you couldn't touch it. It sold out so fast. And the minute I played it, I was like, well, no wonder. I mean, of course it did. It was one of the best, most soulful albums ever. It was just a shame that while he was alive, he didn't get the attention and the notoriety that he did in his death, sadly.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, while he was alive, his records didn't sell worth a damn. It's only in his
10, 20 years later. Yeah.
And he's considered the R&B soul genius that he delivered while he was alive. He was fantastic.
Unfortunately, that's what happens with a lot of artists. They're great artists, but in that particular time, whatever it is that they're doing just doesn't fit 100% in with what's popular, so it doesn't get noticed.
They're ahead of their time. In other words,
ahead of the time.
How was Stevie Ray Vaughan? When Stevie Ray Vaughan was creating, he is a absolute god, right? If they do anything with Stevie Ray Vaughan, it sells out immediately. How was Stevie Ray Vaughan during his actual time?
He was popular, but he passed before. I mean, just as he was becoming a superstar. I mean, really. I mean, yeah.
If he once took that helicopter ride, he'd still be among us today.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Maybe take another helicopter ride later, but yeah.
That'd be it.
You
Yeah.
never know.
Now, see if Kobe was a musician, I mean, that'd be a different ballgame, right? Like,
Yeah.
Famous people in helicopters. I'll take that one, Jim.
Yep.
Famous people in helicopters for 400. Right?
Can't say Alex anymore. Who's going to be hosting Jeopardy now? Did they announce the interim host for Jeopardy?
Way too soon for that, I would think.
No, they announced it. Who is it?
Maybe they'll just make 96-year-old Johnny Gilbert the announcer. Maybe they'll make him the host.
Yeah. He's going to live forever.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're out of here, guys. We will see you next year.
Yeah.
Share a Beer Show will be on next year. This is the last show of the year. Happy, I know it's in the show title, but happy Boxing Day to anybody that celebrates it.
Self-explanatory. Look it up on Google.
Yeah, it only took us damn near 3 hours to get to it. But yeah, happy Boxing Day to anybody out there that is celebrating. But our hearts are with you. So we will have a New Year's shows. We will start with GMT, and then second show will be Eastern American time zone, and on from there. So I'll get those posted here as soon as I can here with the restrictions from Facebook. Actually, I think I can do that pretty quick here. So
Okay.
we're just a few days away. I think Facebook gives me 6
So I
days.
need that. So just to double check, I need a malt liquor for each time zone. So I need 1,
Yeah.
2, 3,
You need 5.
4 malt liquors. Okay.
So
5 malt liquors. What would that be considered if 2 is an 800?
Wait a minute. That's gonna 5 malt liquors is gonna cost me like $8.69.
Mark, I thought down your area it'd be more like $5 for 5.
No. No. Malt liquor's cheap. $1.49.
Oh, and the chairman's calling me out here. What about Kwanzaa, Joe? You didn't hear boo about Kwanzaa this year. I am a huge Seinfeld fan, so anybody knows that I am a Seinfeld fan. And
Or Festivus.
I will side towards Festivus. That is the way it works.
Festivus mentioned several times on Facebook.
Yeah. Well, yeah, for those that are on Facebook, yeah, it probably was. I am just naturally 23rd of December Festivus person. It actually, on our overhead signs on the freeways here, they celebrated Festivus as well.
Oh, they did? They said Happy Festivus?
They did, actually.
That's great. You got a Seinfeld fan in the highway department there.
Yeah, Seinfeld is one of those shows that just got woven into our society. It's just the way it is. I'm being asked, do I like Al Green? I actually have a couple of his presses. You bet. And Minnesota for Trump. Chairman's siding with Andrew there. He's got some comments for Andrew. Anyway, we're out of here, guys. We will see you actually in a couple days for the New Year's shows. If not, we'll see you next Saturday, man, next year.
All right, guys. Thanks for another great year.
You guys take care, man. Thanks again.
Later.
Another great year. We'll see you, man. Peace out.
Okay, see ya.